3. I don't know the score. Guys, I'm going to get rid of my camera for this one. Thanks again, Kaido. And this is Patches tournament. Follow PatchesSC, the man that put this on. I'm going to actually follow Patches' camera. And we're going to see here. Bear with me a minute, guys. I'm going to be quiet.
Game paused.
Okay, it's 1-1. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Kaido. Look at Kaido. Pulling it up. I got Patch's stream open, too. I could have just checked. And guys, I'm going to shout out Patches because he is the man. And we got 4 Jumicus in here playing. This Patches is the guy that put this tournament on. Here's the money up. Make sure you give Patches a follow. Rostock lost to Terran in 22 seconds on this map. Ay. That's too funny. That's too funny, too funny, too funny. All right, I am going to try to get something to put my order in. It's pretty random, so yeah, we're going to have this up here because they're just going in here. These guys are funny. Patches and Anton. It's about to be a 4-0 and a best of 3. We just have an observer chat, obviously, on that. But bear with me, guys. Holy shit. All right, we're back into it pretty soon. Again, I got to put this order in because...
Game resumed.
Yeah. All right. Spawning the... Yeah, we have 4 Jumi. And Patches. I was away.
Or am I so
Boris Nesbrick, thank you for the 28 months on a 26-month streak.
Just subscribed.
Thank you,
Thanks
Dave.
for all the content, Dave. /Wave from Florida.
Awesome, Boris. I hope you're having a great time in Florida. And thank you so much for the 26-month streak and the 28 months in total. Mr. Boris Nesbrick, what a legend. We got a PvP right here, right now. Rostock versus 4 Jumi in a 1-1 score. Do appreciate it, bud. I'm trying to order my bevs. So I got enough for after. I should have enough, period. But you know what? We're going to follow Patch's camera again. As I alt-tab out. Actually, I should just use my phone. Where is my phone? Oh, it's right here. Okay. Proxy pylon from Rostock. 4 Jimmy going in. Excuse the observing work. I just have to do this. We're going to give Mr. Patches an ampersand or casting. 2 young bucks. All right, anyway. As we get into it, we'll see what happens. It's a 1-gate expand from 4 Jumi versus a 2-gate from Rostock. Rostock, it's not really a proxy pylon he's setting up for his expansion in the back. It's a very standard PvP opener, and it looks like 2 adepts are making their way across the map from Rostock. 4 Jumi's prepared for it, and on Sacred Isle, this is a TLMC map. The reason why Patches is so big on this, he's a map maker. He's showing some love for the Team Liquid map contests. Map creators. All right, 2 Adepts making their way out. Gonna shade in for Sentries here. Is gonna have the most scuff. What are you doing for Jumi? He's got to be tired, but Rostock is as well. For Jumi. Making a bit of a mistake there, but saves the sentry. That was probably not the force field he was looking for. Ultimately kills 1 Adept, forcing Rostock to go back home. Alright, that being said, Twilight Council for both. Rostock's is significantly faster from Fort Jumi. And in this map, this is actually cool. I kind of like this map, guys. I don't know about you. You have double gold to mine out, so it's not like super cheeky. There's rocks to defend on this side. On the other side, there's rocks as well. Sacred Isle is a little bit like... It's a little bit like Radhuset Station, but not as drastic. I will say this is a proxy Void Ray Enjoyer, as this could potentially be your natural. I don't see how you'd be able to pull off a proxy Void Ray in this in PvP. So, likely a Dave Vito. Just calling it out. Fort Jumi is a fast third base. It's kind of a standard time, technically on paper, but as you know in PvP, it's a very aggressive matchup. Usually that's not the case. Fort Jumi's attacking us. 2 more Adepts coming out from Rostock for information. He's going to see that Fort Jumi has... Well, he doesn't know for sure. Fort Jumi, does he drop a... Oh, he drops a battery, gets it in. And the 2 Adepts are going to finish, maybe taking out a sentry or 2. Oh, Hallucination is going to go right across the map. The sentry is not going to go down. Very good defense. This is Sacred Isle. It's a TLMC map. So it's not in the pool. One of the... I don't know if this made it in or not. It's one of the ones I voted for, honestly. And I think this may... Is this a Patches map? I can't remember who made this map. Let me ask. I'm gonna ask Patches right now. This is Patches map. Based, I voted for it, and I'm just letting him know because he's my boy. And it's not... I'm not doing it for fav... That's because Loco plays the Smoothburn branch. I love Loco, but he does play Zerg. Even if he... Alright, so this map's been modified a little better. Yeah, that means it's the best Patches map so far. If Loco said he doesn't like it, it means it's Patches' best map. For sure, I agree with Ampersand there. As long as we don't have any Zerg watching, they won't be now that I am casting too. Alright, so... Right, guys, the Zerg will not be here as Dave's casting. I'm joking. I'm joking! We're having fun. This is casual tournament night. With some really good players. For Jumi. My man Rostock's a really good player too. For kind of an underdog in the GM scene a bit. He's actually really solid. Fort Jumi should be the favored player. Now with 3 bases, the Immortal, both with Blink. Fort Jumi the army supply lead, and oh god, this is looking rough for Rostock. Fort Jumi can literally like A move across the map once he cleans this up. If he cleans this up, Rostock with the extra proxy gate. Playing a little like I do PvP. To be honest, I can relate to this guy. Also to be noted, there is only 1 gas in this pocket base. Forgot to look at that and mention it. Fort Jumi did forget charge. I don't think we're going charge anyway. Big Daddy Immortal is actually going to help out quite a bit here. It's going to be targeted, but still, it's getting the DPS. GG's called Fort Jumi. Going to take this series. Good job, Fort Jumicus. Good job by Fort Jumicus Maximus. Fort Jumicus Maximus. I love that kid. I actually had to tell him, I love you, buddy. I love Fort Jumi. He's one of my favorite guys. He's got to be tired. So's a Rostocker. All right, let's see here. He was ice skating. He's really tired. Oh, geez. I'm going to take a look at the bracket. How you doing, original booger? Oh, poor Jumi's mom had to go to the hospital because she broke her foot or something, her leg. Poor for Jumi's mom. I hope she's okay. Oh, her hand. Oof. Tell her Dave says she has a speedy recovery. Where's this Maru guy? Oh, Graf's playing Gay Maru. Alright, so it's going to be 4 Jeremy versus Gay Maru. 4 Jumi's going to tell his mom, I wish her a speedy recovery. Guys, give 4 Jumi's mom some vibes in chat. So let's see who's all in the still lower bracket. We got... I don't see Bully in here. Bully Mioli. He's still playing, I think. Oh yeah, I see him now. He's playing against Graf. Oof, Cannon Rusher. We're playing. It's 4 Jumi versus Gay Maru. I'm not even joking. The guy's name is Gay Maru. How do you change the scores next to names? When you're in the observer interface, it's Shift 1 for top, Control 1 for bottom to set the score to 1. And Control Shift to do a best of 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, etc. I can't believe he's playing Gay Maru. Oh, yeah, kids today. Kids today. Amazing name. All right, guys, here we go. It's a PVT. I don't know who this person is. They seem to be a bit of a troll. They're against Troll Jumi, my boy, 4 Jumicus Maximus. I can't believe we have this as a name of a player, but here we are into it. Again, this is an up to 6K tournament. And here we are, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Sacred Isle in the blue, representing Elfin. It is 4 Jumi, our German Protoss. His opponent in the upper right rather. I don't know who the hell this is. This isn't the right map, apparently. From D-Tokes is Gay Maru. Claiming it's not the right map.
Game.
Okay, we got the wrong map. Oh, he read the wrong map. All right. So wrong map was started. Sorry about that, guys. Shit happens. Shit do happen. Man, I gotta get this order in ASAP. I need to get this map in order in ASAP. Shit. Whatever. I'm just gonna order this. And I'm gonna have to pick up my booze when it comes. Good old glitchy McGlitchy Windows. Sorry, guys. Hang on, I gotta get this order in, and we're gonna give the introductions. Okay, thank God. I got the order in. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Anomaly... whatever the fuck. Anomaly Fountain? Anomaly Fountain Pen. In the blue, it is for Jumi from Elfins. His opponent in the bottom right, in the yellow... he's a Grandmaster. I have no idea who he is from D. Tokes. I do know his name, though. It is Gay Maru. Why do you think about for Jumi's monkey profile? It's actually a team, though, apparently. Abel Bacon. Yeah, he's actually Gay Maru. What do I think about it? I think it's nice. He's got a little Tinkerbell up there. Kind of looking fairy. Ampersand. How is it going on your end? Oh, it's Drunk Furry's cat. Don't know if he's been here. I remember Drunk Furry. Sounds like a happy fellow. Exactly. We all know. You guys should know for Jumi if you've been in my stream. What is this stuff? These look like teleporters or something. I'm sure those serve some... Who made this map, by the way, guys? Anybody know? Oh. Oh, Patches isn't in this one. You guys didn't get in this one? How can I get an appointment with Mr. Gay Maru? Anyone? Their secretary? Oh my goodness. Alright, it's gonna be a gate core on the low ground. On this map, I don't hate it. There is a Reaper Cliff, but in a weird way, it kind of checks out. 4Jumi is getting the double gas special. Oh, Patches is too? You guys want to cast together? We can get in the call? I mean, I could do it for game. Patches put this on. Why not? Attorney, I'm just asking, Ampersand. I just saw you guys together. I thought you were casting with him. That's why I asked. Proxy Factory from Game Maru going... Yeah, he's going Cyclones. How original. Yeah, is that a heal? What is that? It could be... That makes sense. You've just been following games? Well, you're around his age. I figured you'd be hanging out with Patches. Patches like, I don't want to cast with Dave, man. Dave's a fucking F-tier caster. Which is true, but... Let's see what's going on here. 4Jumi going for something. He's going Robo first, by the way. I forgot to mention that. A Robo. And this is actually... 4Jumi doesn't have a scout on what's going on. I don't hate it. But in this case, this could bite him in the ass. Wait, Rax is going to fly over and land? He's going to try to land it. This is looking a little rough for 4Jumicus. If he gets it, he's going Observer, and that's going to bite him in the ass. Literally selected the wrong race. That's what I feel like in this case. All right, so is he going to research Hurricane for... Oh, it's Proxy Tank. What is this guy? All right, 4Jumi has a decent read here. He's pulling some boys. He's got Cyclones. He's got a tank. This is crazy sauce. This looks like something Han Mono would do. 4Jumi scouts the Cyclones. The tank is going to be nice, but he's not going to have blink or anything to breach the tank. He's not going to see it. That being said, the Observer is out going to see this. You might see the tank roll in here. He'd be rolling, rolling, rolling. Big Daddy Immortal's out. It's 2 gates and a Robo. Going for a third. That's right, a third shield battery. And honestly, in this case, this is a 1-base Terran. So I really don't hate this. I'm surprised Terra doesn't try to research Hurricane thrusters as well. He's a research... Oh, what a madman. This guy's a troll, dude. He's built... Oh, my God. He's building a tech lab in 4Jumi's face. And the tank is going to make it so this is actually 200 IQ. It's like when Han Mono builds the eBays. Right, that shield battery is going to be able to help Forjumi out for a minute. Right in the front. This is actually the best you can do. What a madman. He's doing the best he can, and it's in range of battery overcharge. I'm pretty sure concussive shells isn't going to be able to finish, but we'll see Forjumi trying to reposition. And even though he's tired as hell, he's going to make the most of that battery overcharge, and I think he's going to take out... Oh, he's going to take out that barracks. He holds for now. More cyclones on the way. Oh, God. I think Forjumi holds. I know there's a tank, there's some SCVs and a cyclone. Forjumi can split off this. I'd like to see him split this apart a bit. Oh my God, that tank just disappears. Forjumi going into Twilight, another immortal. And this guy looks like he is up Shit's Creek without a paddle. I'd hold K-Maru's hand just to confirm. I mean, between Forjumi, I'm just saying, guys, memes are here. You guys know it's Kirk down here. This is literally all this guy can do. He's pulling every SCV. He's going with what units he can muster up. He's tearing, so he's got a mule. You could have another mule. He's going to try to build workers again. He's trying to get everything. You know what helped this? Is a sentry. A sentry would be like a free win in a way, but the tank is a problem. But 3 batteries are going to mean all these workers are going to ultimately fall. Forjumi's going to battery overcharge. GG is called, and Forjumi takes it over Gaymaru. I can't believe... I just can't believe the names. I can't believe the situation with the team. This is just crazy. Holy shit, my buddy Chet... Alright, I'm screenshotting this. Chat got GM. My buddy Chat got GM. Let's go. My buddy Chat just got GM. I'm posting that in Being Bong Exports too. Chat got GM. I'm so stoked. Oh, nobody's getting bullied, and that is crazy, guys. My boy Chet. For Kirktown. All right. I would have got the other one. Before Jimmy's commenting on this. Oh, wait. Boys. I got a message, bully. Before Jimmy's trolling me. Guys, Bully is streaming too. I'm drinking some beer. I got my order coming in from War. How you doing, chat? We gotta shout out Bully too. I feel bad for not getting Bully and Graph too, but at the same time, it's like tough. I got to get what I get. I started this series. I'm going to finish it out. I love all these guys. Yeah, I did hype time. I did. But I also got some stuff I needed. I have stuff left over from last night, but I wanted to make sure I had enough for tonight. Maybe a few in reserve for tomorrow, and that's going to be it. And this week, I'm going to try to take it easy. I'm going to be way easier this week, without doubt. All right, anyway, here we are spawning in the bottom right or upper right-hand corner. What am I saying? Of Ghost River. In the yellow, it is Gaymaru. I forgot to ask who made this map. His opponent in the upper left from Alphin. In the red, it is for Jumi. And what do we got in the center of this? I don't know what this does. So this probably has some function, guys. These guys have put some non-conventional things in these maps. Gaymaru, a bit of a wild card. For Jimmy, immediately Reaper walling, even on a map he doesn't necessarily know. Ha! Guys, look at this. After that troll build, I love this from For Jimmy. The showman that he is. What does he say? Good luck, have fun, thanks. Let's go for Jimmy. Oh, God, I love this kid. Shocker, double gas build. I don't think this is going to be a scout, but For Jimmy may see this SCP anyway. Oh, no, it is a scout. For Jimmy, we'll see. It's a double gas build at least. For now, it's a scout. We'll see what happens. Oh, yeah, sorry. For Jimmy is up a point, by the way. All right, let's see what Clown Fiesta we get this game. We got to hand it to Gaymaru. He is a festive fellow with his builds, as we saw in game number 1. I didn't see the other series. We were busy with the Diamond Tournament. This is pretty funny. That's cool. I forgot this was on different TLMC maps. And again, a big shout out to my buddy Chet, who just got Grandmaster. I'm going to see if he wants to cast some of this. I might try to get Chet to cast with me. I'm so proud of my boy Chet, guys. For Kirktown, he got Grandmaster. That is so sick. For Jimmy holding the clown build pretty hard before. And naturally, it's a proxy starport from Gaymaru. He's going for a tech lab on his factory. Is this going to be a... I don't know if this is going to be Banshees or anything. I think this might just be a medevac. It's going to be a marine tank. Kind of TBT cheekiness. Gaymaru. Aye. Alright, triple adept from 4 Jimmy. I think he got the scout on this. Could be mistaken. I think the adept was envisioned to see that factory for sure. With the tech lab. What do we got coming out of over here? The SCV going up here. Oh, an observer open. It's okay. It's a marine tank liberator push. This is an old school one base all in from Terran that can be annoying. At the end of the day, SCV's going down. It's 3 adapt opener though. That can be a little rough to deal with this shit. For Jumi opening a robo again, going for an immortal on the low ground. Tank won't be out in time, I'm sure of it, with the chrono boost. Marines camping around looking for an adept. But the observer will see all, guys. This is a very one-base Terran. Very, very one-base Terran. The boys are pulled. And I think this guy's going up, but the observer is scouted. Is he going to waste the scan on an observer? It actually is going to help him, but being that he's one base, that mule might be huge. Big Daddy Immortal is out for Jumi. Got a read on all of that. So he's just going to get another Immortal. Wouldn't hate shield batteries again in this case. in a weird way. This map is interesting because you can mine this out and break the rocks. The Liberator actually was dealt with. I didn't even see that, guys. And we'll see what happens here. A sentry would be massive right here, but it's so early. I'm not surprised we don't see it. Like, truthfully, a sentry would be Giga Chad God tier. Alright, Adepts are gonna shade away. Pick it. Oh, the Adepts are out to pick off reinforcements or get under the skin a little. Liberator gonna be a bit of a problem still. Zealot getting a little bit of damage. Poor Jimmy, kind of overextending a little bit, I feel like. You know, it'd be good if he dropped the Stargate, because he's got 2 bases, saturation. Like, I mean, it makes sense not to. But, like, imagine, like, a 1 Void Ray. It sounds dumb in this case. I know everybody hates Void Rays. Phoenixes it would be good, too, to pick up. But being that he is so, like, he's going to Mortals. Like, imagine 1 Void Ray. There's no stem. There's none of that in this. This is 1 base all in. Gaymaru trying to get a bunker up. Forjumi dropping the shield in the forward position, but he doesn't have information as the tank is going to be in range with some high ground vision of that shield battery, I think. Forjumi, I think, is just going to bust out of this with 3 Immortals. The SCV's trying desperately to, you know, to hang on. Battery overcharge coming in clutch. The Immortal on the right looks like it's going to fall. But guess what? The Liberator goes down. The slow Zealots and everything else are going to hold. And it is 29 to 13 army supply. Forjumi can steamroll across the map. I love the Warp Prism. I love the gate. I love the Robo Bay. Why not? He cancels the gate. What? I think he didn't even need it. The Robo Bay is a good way to seal the deal. We can get, like, disruptors. But still. The high ground tank's going to prevent immediate pressure up here. This guy's trying to... Man, this is Cope, dude. He's trying to get racks. Big Daddy Immortals. Gonna help breach this. Forjumi should be able to pounce on this tank. Oh, maybe not. Zealot's coming in. He's gonna kill every worker. Oh, yeah, he's gonna get it. He's gonna get it. This Terran has no shot. The Warp Prism is coming here. The Widow Mine's actually helping Forjumi in the cause of killing his workers. GG is called. Forjumi gonna take it in a 2-0. A clean sweep across the board. GG. That was a quick one. That was a funny one. So Forjumi is going to be up against Jingming in the round of 4 in the upper bracket and the lower bracket. We have a bunch of stuff. I'm going to try to catch a different series than Patches. I feel bad for Bully and Graf. Oh my god, is Bully losing this one? I don't know what the score is. Bully and Graf are going on. Let me take a look at that while we wait for a lobby. Here's my boy Bully. Getting bullied by Graf. Look at Graf. Oh my god, I wonder what Graf's side looks like on here. Ay. This is looking kind of rough for Bully. 1 base with all this. Graf probably has a... Oh, Graf, does he have a proxy nexus? No, he doesn't. You're making some dinner. You will have some beer myself as well. Nice. Bully looks like he's fighting hard. Feel bad I couldn't get everybody. Oof. I think Bully just lost. Guys, I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. I have an order coming. We're gonna be into this. We're gonna be into Forjumi versus Jingming. I'd say Forjumi and I have the Kala connection, but we're both DTs. He has to use the bathroom too. Excuse me. We'll be right back. Oh, I'm muted. Sorry, guys. Jesus. Well, let me check if I'm muted again. No, I'm not. So, we have Forjumi and Jingming. I thought I was unmuted. Sorry about that. Well, guys, this is the Patches 6K tournament. So, a big shout out to Mr. Patches for putting this on. It's a $125 up to 6K tournament. And I'm waiting on an order to come. Oh, I never called my girlfriend back. Oh my god, I fucked up. Oh man. Sorry, I got carried away casting. Oh, that's a big rip. My poor girlfriend. Tomorrow I'm gonna go hang out with my girlfriend. Snow or not, I don't have anything planned for tournaments. And I likely won't. If I do anything, I might do something from replay. But that I actually feel really bad. Because she goes to bed really early. She's like stupidly early. Like she's probably sleeping right now on a Saturday at 9:30. Because she gets up hella early. Like she'll go to the gym at like stupid early in the morning, and her work schedule's already really early. You're calling yours right now as well? I can't call her because she's sleeping. I'm not gonna wake her up. And I mean, I'm casting, but I texted her, and I hope she didn't wake up from that. She'll be upset. Stalker Sentry opener from Jingming for Jimmy going double adept. Which, depending on what happens, probe gets taken. Wait, what the hell just happened? It was a probe for a probe, but I think that was Forjumi killed his probe with the probe. All right, I'm kind of confused here. Forjumi going 4 adepts. Guys, did you see that? That was crazy. I looked at the last second. Forjumi's probe killed his probe here, but it looked like the other probe was in trouble. This guy. So a little bit of a weird reversal. Forjumi head to 4 adepts. Now at this point, I don't think it's going to matter as much. Yeah, there's a sentry. The probe's in position. We got 1 long distance mining. 4 adepts going to go over here, trying to hide from any scouting. In the hallucinated Phoenix is not going to scout this, but he's going to see there's no units here. That being said, both players pretty equal workers. Forjumi with a couple worker lead, actually. Jingming just a little behind. And we'll see what happens. Hold on, I have to check on... Thank you. Sorry about that, guys. I got food from my brother. And an air fryer from my cousin, apparently. That's pretty based. Imagine having a life and forgetting about it, guys. You know? It happens. Alright. Well, we got some stalkers defending here. Poor Jimmy's 4 adepts, not really finding any value. He's trying, but not really gonna get much. You got 6 workers. I'm just kidding. He actually got a good value, but for 4 adepts, I don't know how much that's worth it. It's pretty committed. Obviously, Forjumi's up on workers, but yeah, I'd give it about half, guys. All right, Forjumi's gonna have blink faster. It looks like. Depending on how Chrono Boosts go, but there's a lot more stalkers for Jingming. So we'll see what happens here. Sorry, guys, I did need some food. And I got some food for free, so... heck it. Oh yeah, Forjumi's blink finishing in 6 seconds. I think he's going to be in a good position here with the 2 sentries help, and there's one with Guardian Shield's going to help Xingming for a second, but he's not going to be able to get the damage he wants as Forjumi takes a third. Guys, I'm not going to lie, I was kind of half-assing it because I got distracted. Forjumi's in an absolutely fantastic position here with the 3rd base, finishing up, and he's got a Robo of his own and a Forge behind this. I think he just dusts it. Getting an observer out's actually pretty good. He's going to be able to take out Xingming's. I'm sure of that. And, yeah. And, there's my girlfriend. I see you tomorrow. I'm gonna go, yeah. Alright. Forjumi gets even an observer for his troubles building the Robo. Well worth it going into charge and +1. Xingming, quite frankly, can't afford it. Forjumi has more gates even. He's looking like he might just take it. We'll see. Oh yeah, Forjumi should be able to reinforce and get even more. Yeah, Xingming's in a rough spot. He did manage to get his 3rd back up, but Forjumi's position, going for a 4th, I don't hate it. He's gonna have charge, he's gonna have +1 faster. More gates dropping, 4 more gates dropping at that. It's pretty good. Oh my god, actually 6 more gates dropping. I could have just looked up here, guys. Imagine. I think Forjumi's gonna handedly take it. But it's possible Xingming comes back. It is. It's PvP. The clowniest of matches. Forjumi trying to get a Warp Prism in for a charge lot run by. I believe that's the play. Xingming not going for charge at all, just Immortals. I don't know. Somehow Xingming could defend. But he's certainly not going to be able to take a 4th right now. Force fields are okay, but the Zealot's pouncing in on this. Forjumi just has too much. The Immortal's getting taken down. And you know what? GG is called. Forjumi takes it. Game number 1. Good stuff. Good stuff. Sorry for eating in your ear, guys. Alright. Let's see what our next match is. We'll see, we'll see. That was so random. I'm eating cold pasta. I'm eating cold penne something my brother got. It's like in a vodka sauce. Caveman, what's up, Caveman? And chicken. My brother just randomly dumped it on me. So I'm not going to turn down free food. Going on to game 2. Let's see what happens here. Chicken nuggets and french fries, that sounds good. I didn't plan on anything that good. I was gonna have another bowl of leftover chili. I have an order coming though too, because I got some more beers. And this is gonna be it tonight after this. We'll tell you that for sure. I streamed 9 hours yesterday. We're going pretty heavy today. So tomorrow might be a little break ski. Might play a little ladder, that's about it. Feel like casting, I'll do some casting, but I don't know. Spawning in the bottom right hand corner. of Silver Flame, a TLMC map. In the red, it is Jingming, who is down a point. His opponent in the upper left. Representing Elfin, it is Forjumi. And look at the lighting on this. It's kind of like making stuff look a little blurry. It's so shiny. It's a shiny-ass map. That's what I call it anyway. I think it's shiny. Alright. Low ground from Forjumi. He's going for a 1-gate or a proxy Stargate. I think it's going to be a 1-gate. He's going to scout. Make sure he's not cannon rush. See what's going on at the gate show. Oh no, sorry, that's Jingming going for the 1-gate. Well, it looks like it is truly going to be a 1-gate expand on this map. And guys, if you look... Whoa, this is cool. I saw this one. So guys, look what's neat about this map. They're spawning pools and they're all dying. They're literally spawning pools. Championship, this is a tournament hype time. It's a $125 up to 6K MMR tournament. And it's to test the maps too. But look at that. They're actively dying spawning pools as another barrier to prevent cheese in the side. But you have minerals and it takes 2 workers to mine these out. So you yourself can open up the door to this base or use it as defense. Or that means broodlings are going to spawn out of these too. That's actually pretty wild. This map is crazy. Yeah, this is. These guys have made some cool ones. There were healing zones on one map we just saw, but nobody used them. I really like these new maps. People put some creativity, and I think they would have put in more, but how the rules were to the TLMC guys, it's always goofy. I don't think Blizzard spells it out right to the judges. So that's why we don't get wacky maps as much. Or so I'm told, from how it appeared after all. I know it seemed differently. Okay, it's gonna be a Stargate from Jingming for Jumi. He's also going for a 1-gate. No tech behind this just yet, just another stalker. He's going warp gate as well. And that be that. Alright, for Jumi. Taking his Zelnaga, trying to scout this out. It's gonna be a singular adept. I think the probe may or may... I don't think he saw that, actually. For Jumi trying to get in and get some information. He's gonna see the Stargate. His Nexus was about the same time, but there's no tech for Forjumi. I would suspect Forjumi is going for Twilight, but we'll see. Not sure. What up, Digits? How you doing? What's up, buddy? We just did a Diamond to Masters 3 tournament. You could have played in it, too. I thought I put it in Berserker, but we'll have more. And I do want it a little earlier time next time. Forjumi's gonna let this finish. No, either that's a tired mistake or I'm not sure what. Well, he's gonna use it to defend. I think he did this before, but it's gonna be Phoenix's double Stargate from Jingming. He's going double Stargate Phoenix against Blink. This could be annoying for Forjumi to deal with. Been working, make a fat check on the side gig, nice. I want to be hitting my actual side gig back up again. Because I'm realizing how much time I'm putting into stream. And to be honest, I should be doing my side gig. Get caught up on stuff. Stream will be here. I know nobody believes me that I'll take a break to digits, but... yeah, I'm pretty much sold at this point. 2 Phoenixes are real ones. Forjumi is scouted out, but more Phoenixes are going to be a bit of a problem. Proxy gate from Forjumi. He's going... okay, he's going 4-gate. He is going... well, actually, he's going 5-gate, Blink. Against double Phoenix. So it's going to be Phoenix Immortal from Jingming. Which can be a pretty good build, but... the work sucks, but it pays. Nice. Mine, I'm still just doing IT, but it's for buddies' businesses. But that's actually... we're talking his, yeah, HVAC. You're also doing more extra work, basically, in the same kind of stuff. It sounds, Digits. More Phoenixes, Robo finishes, Big Daddy Immortals coming out. And this could actually be pretty powerful. If it's like 1 Stargate, At first, into the robo, I like it better, and then you get the second Stargate if you're playing like this, but... Or a second robo, it depends. Either way, the spawning pools are down, and look at this, guys. When those spawning pools die, actually, you don't need to mine it out. They actually... I guess there's a pathing in there. No, actually, I think he mined it out. I'm not sure. Alright, this is a clusterfuck of a fight. Jesus, Murphy. A lot of probes kind of dying, but the stalkers are taking the worst of it. Poor Jimmy's supply blocking him, but he's actually quite down in supply. Big Daddy Immortal is out, and these Phoenixes are running out of energy. Poor Jimmy does have the 5th gate, and he's not lost any workers, so he's got the economy to build more stalkers. In a weird way, I wouldn't hate Rando, Calrissian Zealots. And second Immortal in production here. That could be a bit of a problem. Shield battery still active, has full energy, and does have a battery overcharge available, I think. Or was it used? Let's take a look. No, he has the battery overcharge available. Oh, nice target firing from 4 Jimmy, and the aggressive blink forward pays off. 4 Jimmy trying to take out this robo, but Big Daddy Immortal is going to be coming. Battery overcharge is finally activated. The Immortal is target fired. The Phoenix is actually helping on a lot. They've regained energy, and this last Immortal going to help. 4 Jimmy may just clean sweep this, though, guys. Shingming, can he hold? He's running out of energy, and these Phoenixes, the boys are pulled, and he can't. That is the answer. 4 Jumi's going to take it in a 2-0. Pretty clean games. Pretty cool maps, guys. What do you think of these maps? What do you think of these maps? I think they're pretty cool. I think these have been pretty cool maps right here. For Jimmy is advanced to the semifinals in the upper bracket. Jingming in the lower bracket. Semis. Leo Rusher advanced. I think it's going to be Leo Rusher versus Rostock. Chuchilla versus the winner of Gay Maru and Xiaomek. Oh, Gref advanced over Bully. It's 4 Jimmy and some time to chill. I gotta see what's going on. I'm gonna cover some more of this. I feel bad I wasn't able to catch Bully and Gref. Alrighty. All right. Trying to check out my order, guys. We're just waiting for a series. Interesting maps. They played on them before? Some of them may have. I don't think so. Owls only. Sorry about that. I think some of the players may have played on these, like in Wardy stuff and some other stuff, but I'm not 100% sure, to be honest, on all of them. Hanmano Vast going in, and Game Maru Xiaomek. We're waiting to see what comes up. That's what we got awaiting. That's what we're waiting on. Yeah, I mean, for me, I've seen them, I voted on them, but like, you know, it depends. I've not played on them myself, but I've definitely seen them around. Oh yeah, they got some cool shit. I voted on them. Just looking at them, like a bunch of people did on like TeamLiquid.net, and I tried putting the word out to vote. All right, we got Xiaomek. Oh, our Master J's covering Hanmano. Interesting, I didn't know that. All right, here we go. We got Xiaomek versus Game Maru. Are these potentially getting in the map pool? Some of them, I think, are. Owls only. I think some of them actually are. All right, here we are. I don't know the score. I didn't see it. Spawning the upper left-hand corner of Atlantis in the blue is Xiaomek. His opponent in the bottom right in the yellow, it is Game Maru. I might have got that. Game Maru, what a name. Oh yeah, it's best of one lower bracket. Wasn't thinking. It's getting late here. I mean, that's not really late for me, but I'm pretty tired. So I might have to follow Patch's camera again. Arriving today by 11. That actually works for me. Boli is gonna... I never say his name right. Gonna be casting with me. It's 101%. I'm pretty sure he is going to do just the same. Alrighty. We even had the spray. Xiaomek, what's he doing? Xiaomek might have some trouble with this. Like, for Jumi holding it, he is a very favored player. I'm not really... Game Maru's Grandmaster, but I don't really know who he is. I think I've seen him maybe a couple times, but not so sure, to be honest. Not so sure. Alrighty. I didn't realize our Master J was casting as well. Ay, 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 ay. Alright, gonna be Barracks Factory opener. Looks like we might have a proxy starport this game, so it might be the Marine Tank Liberator build. As we saw against Forjumi from Game Maru. Adept going across the map. Xiaomek, I will say, might have some trouble dealing with this. He's scouting around. I don't think he's going to be able to scout this. Xiaomek, just from knowing him, he's a very standard player. And I think he does kind of fold to some cheese sometimes. And I love the guy. He's a great guy, great player. A bit of an, like, much like Game Maru, a bit of an underdog. But Xiaomek's a grinder. I will say he tends to fold the cheese. He's scouting around, but he's not quite finding it. He knows something's amiss, but it's hard to tell. And I'm wondering what he gets. He's going Twilight first, so he's sticking to a 2-gate blink kind of opener, which I guess could be okay. Forjumi's a mortal opener, or rather, he went for an observer and everything else. Was pretty good before. RCV's going to be kind of coming out on the map, trying to find something. All right, guys. That being said, I'm going to follow Patch's camera for a second and his interesting observing. I don't know what he's looking at right here, but Patches is kind of bouncing around all over the map. I'm going to go grab something. Okay, by go up to get something, I realized it's right here, but I needed to get up and move. So, it is going to be, as I said, Marine Tank Liberator push. Blink can be okay. Liberator is going to be annoying, but I don't think Xiaomek's prepared for this. That being said, here it is, the Marine Tank. SCV pull. Bullshit. It's 2 tanks. Liberator gonna be annoying. Blink's not done. Xiaomek does scout this out. Does he pick up a couple Marines? Gotta be careful because of the tanks especially, but picking off the Marines is gonna be helpful. When Blink's done, he should be able to hold this. Second battery is a great play. Medevac coming's actually smart from Game Maru. Xiaomek does not want to lose these stalkers though. And Blink is gonna finish in 7 seconds. Xiaomek, back off. He's got to keep eyes on, but he's, yeah, if he repositions his stalkers, I don't hate this as much. Blink has completed. And it's 2 base versus 1 base. Oh, there's Xiaomek. I wouldn't hate a 3rd shield battery, much like Forjumi did before. But to each their own. Only 1 pylon power on this. Maybe a pylon back here would be good too, but still, Blink stalkers, he's got a good shot. It's 3 tanks though, and he doesn't want to get clumped up. Alrighty, guys. More tanks, more Marines, more Liberators. All on 1 base. Nice target firing from Xiaomek. I think this is going to be a hold, and then some. He's even going to get the bunker, it looks like. But the other tank behind it is going to be the next target. Oh, wow. Nice micro from Game Maru. But still, I think this tank is going to be a thing of the past. Marines getting chiseled away at. Some more stalkers coming in trying to deny the bunker, but still, it's a bit of a problem. He gets the Liberator. G is called. Xiaomek is going to eliminate Game Maru on the lower bracket. Looks like our Master J got Hanmano versus Vast going on. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, that's actually in the round 3. In the round of 8 in the upper bracket, so they're still going on. Looks like Hanmano is up a point over Vast at TVT. Let's see, Bully's doing some ladder, and then he's going to come into cast a little bit. I'm going to use the bathroom. Well, Xiaomek is waiting for Chuchilla. So we're going to have Xiaomek versus Chuchilla now. On the lower bracket. Semifinals-ish. Not really, actually. 4th round. All right, guys, give me just a second. I'll be right back. What up, Brigatron? Beer run? Nah, beer's getting delivered, but I gotta get that in a second. What up, dudes? Yeah. Well, dudes, I'm waiting to see what happens here. You know? You know. Got some HVAC talking here, just giving with the facts, you know. What a Chad helping Poshka out with his AC unit. I got an easy one for you, and I know the answer. Guys, I didn't put my window air conditioner in my bedroom and it's winter. That fucker's going to be shot when it comes to summertime. If I don't pull it out, it's already going to be shot, dude. It's been all winter. It's been in my fucking window because I just forgot about it. I should probably pull that in, no? It's probably shot already, though. I can't imagine a window air conditioner not surviving that. You know? All right, we're waiting for Chuchilla. We don't know where he is. Xiaomek is waiting. It's fucking late for Xiaomek and for Jumi. Some of these other guys. You gotta remove that shit every year. I usually do. Yeah, you're supposed to pull them out of your windows every year, no? Every winter. Dude, I live in upstate New York. We get snow and ice and shit in freezing weather. And rain. Well, I brought it, yeah, but I pulled it, it's literally been, it's been frozen over and everything else. So it's probably gonna rust out. Ha. I'm such a dumbass. Bully's the ladder, and he's gonna maybe miss this. First map versus Han Mono. Okay, sick. All right, never mind, guys. Gref versus Han Mono. Okay, this one is gonna be probably over quick, but this is gonna be funny. Can our cannon rusher from Ukraine take our South Korean in Japan down to Kirktown with cannon rushes? I've not seen Han Mono play in a minute. You know he's been playing a lot, but I've not got to cover him in forever, it feels like. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be the problem. I'll try to clean it up then. Digits, thanks for the tip. All right, here we go. Graf versus Han Mono in the upper brackets. All right, here we are spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Amphion. See this map, guys. In the green, it is Graf. And his opponent in the upper left in the red is Han Mono GLing. He knows Graf's going to cannon rush him. Let's take a look at this map. I'm not sure how many minerals are in these yet. Graf, we know, is going to cannon rush. All right. Here we go, guys. This is a cheeky one. I mean, this is kind of a standard map-ish. Like, some of these positions of bases are a little different. There's no shot of proxy voiderang, really. You'd have to get it in the net. Man, all these maps. I looked at all of them like, wow. They nerfed Dave again. Han Mono being smart and getting that supply depot up earlier. Being annoying with the probe. Second probe is out. He's got a gate on the way. He's going to drop his cannon. Bunker going down immediately. Graf immediately onto that SEV. There's going to be a marine opener, another bunker going up. This is a problem for Graf because he's going to have no high ground. Gate going down back home. No gas just yet. Graf going for another pylon, which he needs. But yeah, with 2 probes, that's his only high ground. He didn't build the Zealot because he doesn't have the gate done just yet. He's going to need to wait a second. Oh no, the bunker finishes just in time. Graf looks like he's in a lot of trouble here. He's in a bit of a predicament. Oh, actually, it's 3 photon cannons. 3 is going to be a lot of DPS. But only 1 pylon. And I don't know if that bunker's in range or what. Another probe coming out. 3 probes, funnily enough, could get some good damage on the supply depots. Photon cannon's actually getting some work done. Han Mono only on 1 gas. The probe dropping a pylon on the high ground is going to be helpful. He's going to actually kill one of these eBays. Oh no, I think Ref should have dropped another photon cannon in a way, but he's just going to go for the follow-up. He's going for the eBay. He's dropping a cannon behind this. Photon cannon on the high ground. Oh, the eBay is going to be targeted, but you know what? This is shut down. There's no Zealot. No Zealot. Will the cannons finish up and have a little bit of time for defense? The boys are pulled. I don't think this is going to be the case. Han Mono pulling the boys. Shutting this component down. Is there a photon cannon back home? There's not. Photon cannon and probes fighting hard. Photon cannon number 2 is going to finish. He's going to target fire the Marines. Which isn't a bad idea. Graf, marginally leading in workers, is going to lose all this. He's going into a stalker. All right. Probe going out. Graf's going to proxy again. It's double gate stalker. Graf should expand, honestly, in a way. It's only been 1 gate, or 1 racks, rather. Marines. Han Mono going for a factory behind this. He's just going to chill out. Graf's staying on 1 base. These 2 base, guys. This is a little wild. All right, Grafferino poking with the stalker, but he's going to tip his hat to this probe, maybe. Nope. SCV goes down. Still, I think Han Mono's in a decent enough position. Not the most ideal, but Graf is going for a proxy. What's he going for, a robo? Guys, this is a weird one. Take a look at the trades. Obviously, Graf lost more, but Han Mono lost 6 workers in that. Graf not expanding, I don't really agree with, but He's going proxy robo. I don't think he needed to be this committed, but I think he could have expanded and been defensive after this and been ahead. But we'll see. Robo's going to take a while to build too. And it is just 2 gate, another stalker coming, warp gates completed. Graf not dropping in a proxy gate too, and like 3 gate robo and like PvP. Alright. 2 Cyclones, 3 SCVs, and 4 Marines. It's going to be enough to deal with 4 Stalkers, I'm pretty sure. Nice micro from Graf for a second, but he's going to lose at least 2 Stalkers. Yeah, he's losing more. Proxy's going to be revealed. Big Daddy Immortal trying to get out. Alright, and he's going to try fighting this off. It's buying him time, but it takes a long time for an Immortal to go in, and these are slow warpins. Oof. And only 1... actually, he's going to hold for now, but that second CC is going to be a bit of a problem. Another Cyclone making it out also is not ideal for Gref. Well, again, I think he should just proxy the gate, too. You can add fast warpins. Or maybe he's just going to go for a Warp Prism, which is more than likely the case. He should. 2 Immortals, Warp Prism. Alright, High Mono scanning to see if there's an expansion. There's not. Alright. Hanmano doing his best here to hold, but realistically, I think he's going to be in a decent position to push out in a bit. 2 Immortals is kind of scary, but the Liberator and all this, I think Hanmano will just be fine. Interestingly enough, in the back of the base, in this map, it's funny. You have a lot of room for drops and like Niduses and such like that. This map is kind of cool in that regard. Liberator going to go out and try to get on Mr. Gref, which may just be fine at that. Ooh, the 2. Wow, these are target firing the Marines. Not the ideal situation when you have Immortals and there's a Viking on its way. Graf, I don't know about these plays, mate. I think this Liberator might just end the game, too. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is that me or them? Did you guys lose me or did the game lag? Alright, Big Daddy. Oh, I'm getting a lot of lag. I was getting a lot of lag. Did you guys lose me for a second? Alrighty. Oh, Fusion Core is going. Graf with his classic Graf form is not going to GG. Oh, yeah. Graf does not GG, and he's a cannon rusher. Yeah, the game was lagging. My voice was okay. That means we're not there. Hanmano says, forgot to type. Yeah, Hanmano's like, I don't care. Graf's like, I forget it's not ladder, it happens. I got it. Yeesh. Someone called Hanmano a dog eater. Actually, Hanmano is the favorite player, but West server should probably be the end of it. Guys, this is Patches tournament 2. Oof. All right, let's go, guys. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Ghost River, another map from the TLMC, or pre-TLMC if not. It is Gref from Bing Bong Exports. His opponent in the upper right, in the red, give it up for Hyper One's Han Mono in the red. Alrighty, and we are getting toward the end of this tournament a bit. I'm going to see how Bully's doing, too. In his ladder games, he wants to see about hitting me up randomly in this. We'll see what happens. Okay, Han Mono letting this pylon get up. Gref being a little quicker this time, but... Oh, his worker! No! Gref, your probe. He didn't send another probe because he's... Oh my god, Gref, this is a disaster. Han Mono with 8 SCVs. Yeah, 8 SCVs is going to really out DPS the shit out of this. And he's going to immediately drop his pylon. This is kind of an anti-cannon rush map in a sense. Alright, Gref just low ground in a pylon. Oof. Aaron and Neck, what up? Yeah, he did hug that pylon. What up, Aaron? How you doing, brother? That was quite the hug. I don't think that hug was out of love, though, Aaron. How you doing, my guy? Real Aaron and Neck. Well, I think Han Mono's just got this. G. Well, at least Gref G'd for Gref. And it is over in a 2-0. I'm doing alright, getting a little tired here. I'm waiting on beer to come, which I'm now regretting getting with the order. Arriving today by 11 p.m. Siege, nice. You just chilling tonight? I can't believe I'm still growing. Get you some beer? I should get you some beer. From being the legend that you are, sir. All right, Bully's gonna be joining me.
Hey, matey, how are we doing?
Hey, good. How you doing, Bully?
I'm doing well. Let me just get you up on my stream here, to your audio at least. All right, you should be good to go.
Yeah. Nice,
Let me
nice.
also close your stream as well, so I don't hear myself echoing in the background.
Yep, I got you up and everybody up, and our Master J and Patches.
Oh boy, oh boy. All the boys.
What up, Yeti?
Patches open.
Yeti Spaghetti here. Dude, I wish Yeti was able to make it to... we go to Fort Jumi?
Yep, that works great.
All right, I'm going to go to Fort Jumi. Versus Mr. Han Mono.
All right,
Poor Gref. I felt bad giving him a little bit of grief about his no GG. I go, what would Roddy say, Gref? But realistically, I'm like, it's really late. And he's like, dude, I just don't GG and ladder, and I forget what's the same. And Han Mono is obviously a kind of player that he's like, whatever, dude. I don't really care, to be honest.
Yeah, Han Mono's pretty good, and he's also trying to cannon rush a Terran player.
Or you're mixing them up. But yeah. And Han Mono used to always be a cheesy player, and he's changed a bit. He can still be pretty spicy. It's a bad.
Yeah, he's got some patented builds for sure.
It's bad to play against Terran. Oh yeah, his MMR. Graf is in chat now. No, I got you. Graf, I wasn't giving you too hard of a time. You know what I'm saying? It's late for you.
Hey, Booger, thank you for being here, buddy. Appreciate that. You're welcome.
Yeah, guys.
My pleasure.
Bully Mioli is here because I can never say her name right. With
We need to rehost, Hanmono asks.
I'll find out.
What is... Oh, this is the wrong
map, wrong version. Oh yeah, I think it's the wrong version.
We're not referees though,
Yeah,
so
that's
we can't,
Patches.
unfortunately. But I think Patches is in here, so maybe he'll whisper the players. If it's like a minor
No, he's
thing,
not in
and he
here.
just-
Game paused.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he didn't get to make the lobby.
Go other chat.
All right, Patches is gonna.
Okay, Patches is apparently trying to. Chat, I don't know what the problem is with the map. I assume it's significant if Patches is telling people to rehost it. I would assume that it's something that could likely impact the game, and you obviously would rather rehost if you're 50 seconds in as opposed to, being 12 minutes in and realizing that you can't mine at your third base or something like that.
Yeah, it's the TLMC version because they're using the old original version Patches had. No, you didn't expect to see that style with Marines. I got you, Graf. That is funny. Well, I mean, it's a smart hold. You kind of almost had him, but how you doing, Kingstar? Two guys with me is Bully. He's streaming as well. He's casting. Good run, Bully. I'm sorry I didn't get to cast your matches. I was already in that series. That's the only reason.
That is not a problem. No apology necessary.
All right. What did they say? It looks like we're going. I guess we're going.
All right. Well, I assume Jumi just asked Patches like what the problem with the map is, and if it's a small thing, then I guess it probably doesn't matter. Who knows?
Poor Patches missing his upper bracket side, and it's his tournament though. I would have just been like, dude, you guys got to rehost.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. Maybe he's in Leo Rusher versus Rostock, which also is a decent match as well.
I don't see him in anything. Poor guy. He's not got anything. All right, here we are, though, anyway. Looks like with all this and the distractions, we're off to a regular start.
Both players going for the low ground natural instead of the pocket kind of half base. Only one gas and 6 minerals, so...
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of... what is it? Moon Dance? Moon whatever. Remember that map? I don't know.
Yeah. There's been a few that have that kind of like pocket safe, natural or third.
Yeah, the base and the half in the back. Yeah, so it's not quite like you can just be full on turtley, but it certainly helps.
I actually liked it. I played this map in my first match against Funky Goog, who is like a 4.1k player. And I actually liked it because I was like, all right, I can safely take an expansion and defend a single ramp here. So against a player you're favored against, I think it's actually kind of nice to have this back expansion so that you don't have a totally handicapped economy, but, can still be kind of safe.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And this is also a best of 3. We are on the upper bracket semifinals.
Patches says this version is more Terran favored. I'm trying to see what the differences are on this map.
I think he probably had certain tank spots.
Yeah, that would be the first thing I would think of. Oh, maybe you know what I think it might be? I actually think that it might be this back Reaper Cliff. If you look in the pocket expansions, I don't think that there was a Reaper Cliff there when I played. I could be wrong.
Yeah,
I could be wrong.
That actually makes sense.
But I feel like that is a difference. Now, I don't think that's like a huge thing that is going to affect most games, but
especially not this case of the reactor first opener. 3Rex Factory, by the way. This this could be a nuisance for Jumi to deal with. We'll see.
He is going Phoenix Colossus, I would assume, though. So he does have 3 Phoenix out, and those are going to be nice to deal with Hellions. You should not really take a lot of damage from Hellions if you've got Phoenix out.
Yep, depending on the timing of things, and I like he's using his adept, so keeping those Phoenix back home for now would be pretty good. But he's got to scout this, and it looks like he's unfortunately not going to see I don't believe he saw those Hellions, even the other two.
That's true. Is the Depth Shade going to finish in range of the bunker? Take some shield damage here. A little bit of hull damage as well, actually. But he should be able to shade past that. And you're just going to see what the thing is look at in the natural if he wants. Now the Hellions are going to run into the natural, and actually he's got a very good setup to defend. He's got this battery near the mineral line, 2 adepts to do some poking damage, and these Phoenix are not too far away, so this should not get any damage at all.
Nope, and that is going to be a cleanup.
Yeah, that's not a great start for Han Mono, but 3 Hellions is not the worst thing in the world, I suppose. And Jumi already does have this pocket 3rd base nearly finished, so he's going to be able to go across the map with some Phoenix and do some poking while that goes up in the background.
Yeah, for sure. Phoenix is getting some good pickoffs here on the Marines after, but it looks like he is going to lose. Oh, almost loses the Phoenix, but the thing's pretty much a paperweight now, Boldy.
Yeah, at this stage, you're really just making those Phoenix to keep you safe from mine drops, from Hellions, you know, from any of the kind of early 4 to 445 pressures that can come out. And the Robo base finished, and Immortal is out, Colossus on the way. He's pretty much got everything he needs to be safe defensively. The Adept Shade's going to see this move out. There is definitely still an opening for Han Mono here, but the more that these Phoenix can delay things, the better.
Yeah, and they can even just picking off reinforcements. Obviously, Phoenixes are great for this push to... oh, no!
Oh, he loses one immediately and rallies it in. I think that the Stargate was rallied to the Phoenix, which died, which makes the rally just sit off in the dead space.
Maybe it has something to do with this, too. You said it's Terran favored. Look at this.
I mean, it could be that he's going to mine out these gold minerals here.
I wonder if there's a change in the mineral amount or something.
That could be. That very well could be. It is 7 in the front and then 14 in the back, so you do need at least 3 SCVs to mine this out. He does have a battery here set up, but 3 tanks is so much. You're going to have such a tough time pushing into this.
Oh, yeah. It's, I even like the Hanamano doing Hanamano things, as I say, usually. Building the missile turrets behind this. He's going to... I mean... I don't really hate this for Jumi, though. He's getting more Phoenix out. He's got charge on the way. He's going to try to pick up some tanks, but now he's going to botch the missile turret. I like that he gathered some information.
He's going in quite early, in my opinion.
This is great.
I don't actually think he can do this. I don't think he can do this at all.
Nope. The battery overcharge coming in clutch, but Jumi has to be careful. He got a little too trigger happy. Losing those Phoenixes.
The Immortal. Oh, this is really bad for Jumi, and I think actually now that these batteries are gone, I think Han Mono can afford to, leapfrog these tanks. He's even feeling confident enough to drop barracks. I mean, bunkers, rather. I don't know about that, but he's going to kill these batteries with the tanks, and this is looking very, very good for the Terran.
Yeah, it is.
He said charge is almost finished.
That's what I think. This has got to be what Patches was talking about in the Terran. Like, that's... For these kind of pushes, it's certainly an advantage for sure, but I think it was not a horrible hold for Jumi at first, at least, and he's out of Phoenixes. Charge is not done.
Oh, he needs to get into these bunkers. He does get into the bunkers, but this tank needs to be repaired, and the tank, I think, is going to survive, and these bunkers are going to hold. He needs to transfer the Marines to the other bunker. Oh, wow, he does actually finally hold. Get the Marines into the bunker. Han Mono, please, for the love of God.
Ooh, battery overcharge number 2 is going to be huge here, Bully.
Coco's second overcharge coming in clutch, and he's gonna have to go home. There's no way he can stay here, I think.
Exactly. The Coco overcharge number 2.
Now, +1 is done, so he's going to do a little bit better against this army, but I just think there's not enough staying power here, and he's getting bullied off of this position.
Oh, especially with the disruptor here.
Hit the field, yeah.
Oh, that tank's gone.
Oof.
Check, please.
Yeah, it is even supply, but this does not feel good for the Terran. He's going to try to make a 3rd CC, but we are definitely playing from behind in terms of the income situation here.
Yeah, it's like 2.75 base Protoss versus a 2 base Terran.
Yeah, not ideal at all. And he's got double forge, he's got blink, he's got charge, he's got Robo Bay. I mean,
and he's got a dark shrine coming down. Yeah.
The Dark Shrine actually is arguably the most brutal part of this because he's going to be muling aggressively to try to
Catch up. Yeah.
keep up, and he's only got the one turret in the natural. Oof.
Yeah, well, even the mine going down. Yeah, that's a.
Yeah.
This is looking handedly
feel
in
good.
favor of Forjumi. Honestly, in a weird way, I like the Dark Shrine, obviously, in this situation. He's got a Warp Prism coming. I think Forjumi probably would have been better off going with a Blink follow-up, so he, you know what I mean, he can kind of take care of all ends of it, but he's either way, he's just going to have so much more, I think. Hanmono doesn't have that much army supply. Forjumi taking a fourth. I think this has got Jumi written all over it.
Yeah, it definitely feels that way, and actually opts to make those Archons instead of keeping the DTs up, which I think is probably a fine choice. Hanmono did make a 4th CC relatively quickly, perhaps thinking, you know, I'm really far behind, I kind of got to do something crazy, try to get away with something I shouldn't be able to do.
Yeah,
And
with,
if he
sorry, go
does
on.
get this Prism in the back, I could like it for him, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, the missile turret's going down. Hanmono didn't skip a beat on that. That will help him a bit. The 2 Vikings out as well. I think these charge lots may not get too much. What happened to the... Oh, yeah. They were Archons after all.
Well, if Jumi's not paying attention, he is going to lose this Prism.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
nothing...
he loses it with
Well,
all the Zealots inside.
Truth be told, with the slow field zone, I don't think he would have been able to save that anyway once it got like halfway there with the 2 Vikings on top of the missile turret. No shot.
Once the Vikings sent their first attack, even if he recalled instantly, it wouldn't have been enough. So, yeah, the slow zones make drops here. You know, you have to commit to them, right? So that's a nice defensive feature as the Terran player in that situation.
So even though it's a big loss for Forjumi, I don't hate his position. He's got Blink on the way. He's got 2-2 on the way. They're on equal upgrades, which means it favors Protoss a little bit at this stage of the game. And
Yeah, and this 4th base that he took here has a rich Vespene geyser. It's already fully saturated with minerals. Hanmono is taking the linear 4th here instead, so...
yeah.
Which I think is the choice that the Terran has to make. You want to consolidate your forces here as much as possible, so that's going to be necessary.
Yeah, there's no charge lot. Well, a couple charge lots with this army. Disruptor eating forward, but doesn't get some big connects. Oh, 3 Marauders.
Not an ideal start here for Hanmono.
Missile turret did get the... Well, something got the Observer, though, and behind it.
Yeah, missile turret got that observer, so that's nice. Forjumi, I think, kind of correctly is going to ascertain, like, there's really no pressure on him to push this army right now. He can just get a 5th base and continue to, you know, macro up. He's got 2-2 halfway done, and I'm sure he clicked at some point on a bio unit to see whether or not it had 2-2, and so I think he's cooking, as the kids say.
Oh, yeah, he is definitely cooking here. Oh, my good lord. Forjumi...
Second Prism.
Is a man of charity. He's just donating those warp prisms, my friend. He is just donating them.
Yeah, that is a little bit painful. Oh, he actually sieges up that observer in range of the scan again.
Oh my god, I'm not even gonna read chat. The Big Mac's being Mr. Whatever. He's like, can you please let your co-caster, Kaboli's casting, he's streaming, it's cast in Korean. The trolls, man, the trolls. You know how they be, bully.
네, 준비되세요. 한모노, 가젤인데. 그러면 크로스 신드리아. 씨바, 시즈 탱크, EMP. 대박, 디스럽다. 10세컨. Okay, that's enough of that.
Nice, that was good. My man.
The tanks sieging up in a nice position. I actually quite like this position too, to try to get those disruptor shots, because the Novas do speed up and have longer range in the slow zones. EMPs are huge, but he's going to blink all these stalkers forward. He's going to try to get on top of these tanks, and will get on top of these tanks.
Oof.
The limited bio army that is left cannot contest this, and he is forced to retreat.
Yeah, like, if those Immortals even coming in on that other tank. Let's see if Forjumi donates another War Prism.
Always on the table here. These disruptor shots are whiffing a little bit, but he's just zoning the army away. He does have a superior army, certainly more complex, a little bit scarier. The disruptors mean that he has to be extremely intentional about when he engages.
Crazily enough, Hanmono's macro is always pretty... He's gotten so much better. In the past, he would be like... He's improved a lot. The fact that he's got the 77 workers, well, before he lost that one, it's pretty good. And the fact that he took the first CC.
A lot of chip damage with these disruptors is going to try to commit a little bit here with this army and just throws away some zealots, to be honest. This CC does land in the lower right. Should probably make that a PF, I would think. But it is going to be extremely vulnerable if this army moves south. So kind of a gut-wrenching moment, I think, here. He's going to actually pull all of these SCVs. First disruptor shot whiffs. Second one gets a huge chunk of the bio. The third one is going to get a couple of Marines as well. The Colossus dies. The Vikings will try to take out the Prism, but it's just not going to be enough, I am afraid. The Mines not getting the massive shots that they would need, and even if they did, I think this game is still over.
Oh, yeah,
he's going to land the Vikings, but they will be melted.
Observer Kid and Clutch GG. Nice play.
Tough first game, I think, for Han Mono.
Yeah, he was very committed with that push, so I gotta say, for a guy that was kind of 2-base all in, yeah,
I don't think that there was any, significantly, problematic part of the play. He just needed to get more damage in the push, and it didn't work out. That's really what it comes down to, in my opinion.
Jumi never hit 6K? I think Jumi has been around 6. Jumi's been 6K.
Oh, I feel like Jumi's had.
Yeah, he's definitely done 6K.
Some account.
I don't know. Patches let him in.
It says I'm looking at the account he's on. His best all-time MMR is 6,400.
What?
So that's what it says, at least. Jumi peaked 6,500 this year, says Hyper One. So
is it in the rules that he? Huh. Oh, Race cannot have a past 6.3K MMR.
Is that ever? Because I know Patches has said that your average must be below 6K. So his average could be below.
It is usually below. Like, he's usually around 6K.
Yeah. So if Patches, if it's his average MMR, it's very possible that his average could be below that, but I do not know.
I mean, usually I'd say it's where I'd put Jumi at in this. I don't really think he's obviously leading pretty strong in some ways, but I wouldn't say he's quite outside of the highest tier of this tournament. If it's actually with those rules, when I'm reading the 6.3, I don't think he's that high now. I think he's 6K-ish.
I think I mean, Hyper One does say it is based
average
on
over
your
30
average.
days.
So I would assume that maybe the rules for the 6.3K are just that you can't have passed that within a certain amount of time. So who knows?
Yeah. All right.
But in either case, let's intro the players. In the top left, the red player playing for Team Hyper One. It is the Korean Terran Han Mono.
His opponent in the bottom right from Elfin in the blue. It is for Jumicus Maximus, a German Protoss player. But yeah, in reading chat too, why is a 6K such an arbitrary number? It's no different than if you're talking about a 5.7K versus a 6K player. 6K is where shit gets real. It's always been the case. You should know that, the Big Mac. You've been a Grandmaster. And especially on like EU and Asia, 6K is a big number for StarCraft. That's when shit gets real.
Any number you pick is somewhat arbitrary, right? Even if you made the tournament, 5.9, 59, 50, whatever, you would still have players who are kind of right on that line anyway. So you got to make it somewhere. I think 6K is generally what people accept as kind of on the threshold.
Yeti's agreeing with them. Yeah, it's
true pro.
Yeah, that's what we're getting at. So even much the fact that the Yeti too, but once you go from 6K to 6.5, that's what I'm getting at. There's a big difference. If it was like 6.5, that's where you're looking at, like, and for Jimmy, he'll take games off him sometimes, but players like Geralt and you're really getting up there actually.
Yeah. When you're up at 6.5, you're talking about like the number one tier of pros. So.
Oh, guys, Han Mono's doing this in honor of me, guys. He's doing the Dave build 100%. The Ghost build, as we call it.
Yeah, he's going to poke at this STV, but he's not going to be able to get in and see what's going on here. So Gonna lose that probe, but surely Jumi should anticipate that this could be something spicy, especially if he's ever seen a Hanmono game, because this is like a Hanmono bread and butter build.
Yeah, and he is. I guarantee you, he's like, oh, Dave's casting. He's seen my Terran. He knows what I like. Wait, he's killing these. That's good. Isn't that going to spawn broodlings? I do have an order coming too. At some point, this game could be over fast. Just a heads up, Bully. I'm going to need you to hold hard carry. Oh yeah, they're like right here.
Not a problem.
So if you could help, have them hold the match for me.
You got it. The broodlings are actually neutral, so they're not going to attack. They're just going to die. These spawning pools do eventually just depreciate. They do take damage over time. So Hanmono taking advantage of that, just clearing it out earlier. He does do a second follow-up probe scout and sees that number of Marines, and there is no build in the world where you are making that many Marines off one base where you are not going turbo, turbo, turbo all in. So he is going to try to get out the Stalker, a couple more gateways, batteries in the natural, and we're just going to go for it as Hanmono. We are going to send it, I think is the phrase that the kids like to use. Just gonna send it. And here come the Marines. He's going to send out this Adept Shade. It is going to see all of these SCVs showing up. And he's actually going to try to break through the... I do not actually like this decision. I think this is the wrong decision to try to go through the spawning pools. I would have liked him to have gone through the ramp, but he disagrees. The Broodlings are blocking the Marines. Oh no, this is so delayed. He's getting on top of everything here, but with an overcharged battery and this battery to heal that one, I would assume... Yes, okay, maybe there's still a chance, but it's looking so desperate. He's got another battery in the back. He's trying to kite towards that Stalker. Does take out the Adept. Could hypothetically isolate this Stalker as well. Actually, I think there is a world where Hanmono may do this. The battery is still going up in the main. I actually think that he may have done enough damage with this. It's hard to say. The tech is super advanced here in terms of the relative position of these players, because he does actually have 3 gateways. I was trying to do my part to make it interesting, but it just wasn't going to happen. Hanmono taps out the Broodling, or Bloodling as he calls it, ruined his day. Yeah, they do not get pushed out of the way by your units because they are neutral, unfortunately. So, not going to make it work in game number 2 against Forjumi, unfortunately. Which does in fact mean it is I believe a best of 5 semifinal, correct? No, it is a best of 3. So that is it. Hanmono just wins 2-0. So I mean, sorry, Jumi wins 2-0, meaning that Jumi is going to be waiting in the grand finals. Okay, Hanmono asking if it is
So did Hanmono take it?
He did not. So here's what happens. He tries to bust through the spawning pools on Jumi's side of the map also.
I was thinking that would happen. Go on.
And the neutral Broodlings, because they are neutral and not controlled by you, do not move out of the way as you move command Marines through them. So his Marines got stuck behind the Broodlings for about 4 seconds too long.
Yep.
Which maybe could have made the difference.
All right, Patches, we're going to jump to this series.
The Gref one?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, it was...
that's a shit show. That's not knowing the map.
It was maybe possible. If they didn't get stuck, but would have still been, I think, a big lift for the Marines. Winning
is winning, true. That's yeah, I think that's... I've seen those situations when you're... That's unlucky, you kinda, because you're like not used to the map. You're like, aha, I'm gonna try this out. Well, I kind of was anticipating that to happen. I thought even on his side of the map it would have been rough. You know? Yeah, that's definitely a build choice from Hanmono. He does like that one. Okay, so here we go. One of Hyper 1 high digits. I was a fat kid. Everybody Yeti. Bully's here. He's streaming too. He's casting. This is Patch's tournament. Who's casting? And our Master J. There's a bunch of us. But here we are. Want to do the honors, sir?
Yes, sir. In the top right, the green Protoss Cannon Rusher. It is Gref.
And he's actually Bing Bong now. Bing Bong Exports Gref, I think. He's technically, kind of, sort
It
of.
does sound like a player that they would pick up.
Oh yeah, for sure. And his opponent in the bottom left from Hyper 1. It is Leo Rusher. Is it a best of 3? I think so.
No, this one is a best of 1.
Oh, it's a best of... Oh, this one's a best of 1. Oh, for Jumi is asking in the upper bracket. I think it is.
Oh, in the finals that he's in, it's a best of 5. The losers finals is a best of 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, rules say... Yeah, the losers finals are best of 1 for Jumi. So it's the... Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. I know how late it is for you. Cannon Russian best of 1, true. That's Gref. Han Mano's calling it.
Gref is going to do a favor for Jumi and make this close no matter what happens.
Yep. Han Mano, sorry for your loss. That sounds really unlucky in your situation. I had to get up to get my beers, unfortunately. Good to see you guys. Some of my favorite dudes from a long time of running tournaments here, by the way.
Ooh, Gref is going to get this probe out, and he's going to get the cannon up.
Might be you.
Also, Lanzer in my chat confused. Wait, Gref is throwing down a forge. What the hell?
No, I
know. What are the odds that Gref would cannon rush in this PvP?
Yeah, I imagine he'd cannon rush no matter what it is. Listen, Gref would cannon rush if we threw in a race from Stormgate or Zero Space, and he'd be Protoss still. He would still cannon rush them.
Oh, 100%. Oh, he's going to lose this probe, though.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's going to matter. I think he's dealt the damage.
I agree. He's ahead in workers. And,
no, yeah.
It's not ideal. It's not ideal at this point. He is going to cancel those zealots, but to what end? I mean, we don't have enough minerals to make an expansion. The game's over.
He's going to boys pull... Wait, what?
Yeah, he's going to pull the boys, but there's going to be a cannon that's going up across the map. Oh, he's going to long... Well, but he can't do this.
This is copium.
The cannons...
Yeah, this is copium.
Because these cannons can kill them as they come in.
Yeah, they're gonna kill one at a time. Well, yeah, and you can't get either way.
All right.
By the time the Nexus would even go down, like Gref would literally have a stalker out. Yeah.
I'm gonna go so far to say that even if Leo Rusher had a second Nexus done, he would still lose this game. So yeah, it is all ogre.
Poor Leo Rusher.
It is all ogre.
Yeah, I don't know Leo Rusher either. He's a Grandmaster. Huh.
He's like 5,300.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Mm-hmm. So basically
he's
a
pretty good.
Acheron Holden.
Yeah, kind of around there, a little bit lower than both of them, but yeah, around that MMR.
That's crazy. And I had news. My boy, I don't think you know him as well, but you probably played against him. My boy, Mr. Cheticus. Mr. Chet has got Grandmaster.
Chet Nitro?
Mm-hmm. No, not Chet Nitro. He's
okay.
Chet is an OG player who is, I think he's around between our age. He used to be known for being the infester guy in Wings of Liberty. He is got probably the coolest style of Zerg I've ever seen. He's like one base swarm host in ZVZ.
Oh wait, I do know Chet. Okay,
yeah, he's the swarm host. He's the swarm host king. But he actually finally got Grandmaster. He's probably one of the best spellcaster users I've ever seen.
Let's see where he's at. Let's see where he's at in Grandmaster. He does play under the ID Chet, right?
Yep.
Okay. Cheticus. I see him right here at 159. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, very cool. Is this the first time in Grandmaster?
Yep, first time GM.
Very exciting.
Yeah,
very exciting.
I'm hoping to see my boy make it up there. He's so fun.
All right, let's see. Best of 3 lower bracket finals between Hanmono and Gref. The rematch. Let's see. Hanmono and Gref are both in here. I assume they're.
Yeah, he likes it too.
Right now.
Yep. He gets mad playing against him. So be like, blind countered by Swarm Host. All right, let's see what do we got. So yeah, Gref and
Hanmono.
Graf and Han Mono, okay. Unfortunately, I think this is going to be a pretty short one. Jimmy's waiting. He's like, for the love of Christ, I just want to go to bed. Poor Jimmy. And Graf too, though. I mean, shit. He's in Ukraine. This is a fun tournament, though. Shout out to Patches, again, for putting this on. You know? What a Chad. Bully.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes I've noticed on ever since the EU got broken, for some reason, randomly, it will take me like 10 or 15 seconds to get into a lobby.
Mm-hmm.
Things are falling apart. Dave,
Yeah.
while we are getting this game started, I will sprint downstairs and
Yeah.
fetch myself a beer, and you can do the intros, and then we'll come right back.
Yeah, you want to follow my camera, or are you good?
Oh,
And
yeah,
your
I'll
chat
follow
does
the
it.
camera here, and we'll
That's
come
what I did
right
for you.
back.
Yeah, exactly. All right, cool. You go for it, brother. Here we are. And this is a best of one guy spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Amphion in the green. From Bing Bong Exports, it is our favorite Ukrainian cannon rusher. It is Graf. His opponent in the upper left from Hyper One in the red. We know this guy very well on this stream from years back. For anybody that's watched for a long time, from other places, it is our Korean player in Japan, Hanmano. Amphion, one of the I don't know who made this map, one of the either TLMC map finalists or one of the rejects, or I shouldn't say rejects. That's a little mean. One of the non-chosen maps. And honestly, these maps are all really cool. Even if you guys are like, yo, it's kind of broken for ladder, and I would be complaining. I gotta say, I think there's a lot of good work that's been done in this round. Oftentimes, the map makers do make really good maps. Hamano kind of blind build order countering him, which I don't blame him. He knows he's getting cannon rushed. I feel like we're watching
an easy call to make for Hanmono, right?
Yeah, Graf's got trying to make the smiley face. He's like, yeah, you know me.
Yep. This is unfortunately what happens when you only cannon rush. Is people know.
And it's literally like a mirror matchup of the previous game. We saw that Graf doing it a little differently. And as much as I'd kind of agree with the Big Mac, before Jimmy said he thinks the last map he just played is pretty cool, but super imbalanced and broken. Yeah, some of these too, that's why they didn't make it. But a lot of times, the map makers will make adjustments to them. And actually, this was kind of a smart move from Graf. He's forcing. Oh. Yeah, Hanmano's gonna go down and almost loses a Marine.
Yeah, it's. I think it's important that people play in little community tournaments like this. Just every opportunity, obviously, to get their hands on the maps and figure out things that need to be fixed, need to be adjusted. Very important. Yeah.
So thank you guys for playing. Thank you for Jumi for staying up late, and even Graf playing this. So you can shout out him if you want in chat there, but having a cannon rusher playing a tournament like this for map makers to have a chance to adjust their maps, and even if they make it in, they may need to make adjustments before they're placed into actually make it into the ladder pool. This helps. It's giving data for the map makers.
Yeah, for sure. You need to have cannon rushers play and stuff like this because it is important. It is important.
For Jimmy said, it's funny how bad Terrans are at defending honestly, no cap. Graf made it this far. We got to give it to Graf. For him to make it this far is a big dub for him in his mind, and my mind too at that. Graf's always been a fun guy in my book, and he's proxy stargating. Bully. This is near and dear to my heart. Maybe not with the cannons, but proxy void ray is it's the Dave special. I don't even have the ladder now, dude.
Dave special.
I need to go back to the old days, though, man. I am kind of false advertising. I used to be the man that was always the DTs. Like, I made more DTs than Molten, believe it or not.
More DTs than Molten.
I truly did make more. There was a time back in the earlier days of Dave I would make more DTs than Zealots in games. It sounds insane, and it is. I shit you not. Not saying it's good.
I believe you. Those players are out there.
I love this.
He's expanding here.
Oh yeah, he wants battery overcharge. He's probably going into Tempest.
Oh yeah.
Well, Hanmano is doing Hanmano things. Hanmano did this shit to me, actually, but I didn't have a proxy Nexus. I actually thought I was doing pretty good against him in a tournament, and he handedly snuck some shit around me.
This Void Ray should actually be able to get a decent amount of damage here, interestingly enough. Mm-hmm. Gonna be able to take out this reactor, which is nice. And the Cyclone, which is very nice.
Honestly, the Cyclone change made proxy Void Ray viable again even more because of the shitty paperweights that they are against prismatic alignment anyway, in many cases. That's why I'd been doing it again.
Yeah, the battery nerf hit the cannon rushers quite hard, but you gotta make the meme dream work somehow. So he's gonna get his first Tempest out here, but I think this is the correct response from Hanmono. In theory, get a tank, try to push back a little bit of the cannon battery. I actually would like to see him position this tank a little bit more aggressively. He's just barely out of range of this cannon right now.
Yep, and Graf's not going to be able to... Actually, you're so right. There's a lot of people that'll shit on going tank against proxy Void Ray Tempest, even if it's not a cannon rush, whatever. Tanks are going to help take out the batteries, etc., etc. Even if you have Tempest and stuff, you need it for this static, especially cannon rush.
Yeah, tank Viking is, in my opinion, the best way to handle this, I think, as Terran. You just need the Vikings, obviously, to keep the air units at bay. You need the tanks to push back those batteries, and eventually you can just grind the Terran, grind the Protoss down as Terran, rather.
Yeah, and knowing Graf here, speaking of how this stuff goes, I'm going to call it Graf kind of sharking around. He does not anticipate this base, but I was just going to say, wait, actually, he's taking the Void Ray and he's looking around. Graf's going to find the Ninja base.
Ooh, that is going to be painful. Oh, maybe. He's actually, got it queued up right onto it, so he is, in fact, going to find it.
I was going to say, we're going to see proxy tectonic destabilizers before long from these Tempests. Graf's going to deny the starport. Oh!
That is huge. That is massive.
Are we going to see Graf in the finals?
No, he's going to lose it still to these Vikings, unfortunately, but...
Yeah, he should have got Warp Gate with it.
To know that.
He should have.
I think he probably is just so desperate for as much gas as possible. He doesn't want to get the Warp Gate. And the other thing is that he has no ability to actually get inside and attack the space. I think he's just about to die to these Vikings.
Yeah, he has nothing to defend him. Yeah, you gotta, and that's why I get shit on for my proxy Robo after instead of Tempest, but this, my friend, is why.
Oh, you can't recall against this, I don't think.
No. Yeah, you need to be able to warp in Stalkers.
Yeah, he's just gonna fly home. He's gonna lose probably 2 Vikings, maybe. Yeah, 2 Vikings, but that's it. And all of the push potential, I think, is just gone for Graf, because inevitably, you are going to reach a position where you can't do damage at the front because you don't have enough Tempests, and you can't afford to leave your Tempests anywhere else because the Vikings will just... Yeah, and here they are. They're picking them off one by one. The game's over.
Yep. Unfortunately, that's just how she be.
Yeah, he barely saves one of these, but the writing is on the wall. There's just so many Vikings being produced 5 at a time.
Do we have battery overcharge over here or not?
No, I don't think there's a battery overcharge in the world that would save these Tempests at this point.
Nope. Too many Vikings.
I think at this point, the only thing that can keep Graf in this game longer, won't even win him the game, but just keep him in it longer, is if he flies all the Vikings over the cannons.
Paused.
Oh no. What are we doing, Graf?
He's peeing. He's peeing. I love it for Jumi with the question marks in chat.
Oh, Graf. That is quite the pause, my friend.
Aye. I think Graf had a good shot if he did. The Ninja base was cute, but I think if he wasn't going Tempest, the Tempests are good in this situation, but unfortunately he didn't have any He didn't think out the transition points. Like, he usually does some pretty good stuff in his cannon rush follow-up, but a lot of cannon rushers rely on the tier 3. GG. Dang.
Well, he's got one more chance here. He's got one more chance.
And for Jimmy puts a good point in. He goes, I think he needs more cannons, Kappa.
Yeah, just a couple more cannons would have done it, right?
Yeah. And Flapjack, he paused thinking, yeah, I still have a chance. Hanmano just messaged me, I hate this game.
Hanmono does hate this game. That's one person for whom it is actually true.
He's like, I have to play against cannon rushers. He still hates it. Oh no, Gref is just a kid. I mean, the Big Mac quit. Where is? Well, he's literally a kid having fun. Oh, we have another. Wait, we have another match. This is a best of 3.
Yes, it is a lower. It's the lower bracket finals.
Yeah,
so
okay.
Yeah.
Your dog type is 0. Yeah, man. Guys, again with me is Bully. Patches is casting as well. It's his tournament. I'd be rude not to mention that. Again, he's got the dollarinos in here.
Shout out to Patches for hosting this, putting it on, putting up the money, taking the time, and to all the map makers for submitting maps to TLMC as well. Some of the true heroes of the community, the map makers. Except for Hyper One. He is not a hero. He is a villain and my nemesis.
Why is Hyper One your nemesis?
No, I like Hyper One a lot. I just give him a hard time.
Oh yeah.
Hyper One's great. Hyper One is actually someone who gets less credit than he deserves for the stuff that he does.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize how much he did. You know, spawning the upper left corner of Ghost River in the green. Our man is going to be cannon rushing again. It is Gref.
All right, he's going to get this probe out here earlier than he did the last game, so he is actually able to get into the main base and drop that pylon to prevent the full wall off.
Yeah, this is looking like deja vu again. This is the same thing that happened again in the same maps we had again. This time with the gas deal, slightly different.
The gas.
Hanmano last time pulled 8 SCVs and shut it down, stealing both gas.
I am confused by this. This can't possibly be good, right?
Yeah, he's gonna force out 4 racks or something at the same time. If he gets a low ground cannon.
Interesting.
And distracts Hanmano enough. Oh, it's gonna be scouted though. Like, it's about the distraction, you know, the mind games. Pulling workers away. It's possible a cannon gets out. A Marine could maybe shut it down with the boys.
He's gonna lose the he's gonna lose the probe in the main. I was actually just going to say, I think the thing I noticed about Gref compared to the other cannon rushers the most is just his difficulty keeping his probes alive. And this eBay is going down in a position where it is
the
blocking cannons going down there. I don't know about this.
He's dead, Jim. Quote Bones McCoy.
Yeah, this is pain.
Oh my God! Is he going to force out a somewhat normal game out of Gref?
I don't think there's anything normal about this, to be honest with you.
Well, I mean, he's going
maybe.
Double gate pressure question mark, but he's not going to have a core in time.
Yeah, the first Marines, if he sent them.
Jesus Christ! This is like Jason. This Marine's like Jason Voorhees looking for this high school girl hiding in the bushes. But guess what? The girl manages to survive. Gref probably gonna go for proxy robo. If I'm just gonna recall it now.
That's very possible. That is very possible.
I mean, proxy Stargate on this map. This is the only map that I see a slightly viable, truly, actual what I'd call the real proxy voider, the Princeton University build. Proxy Oracle wouldn't even be bad, honestly, but it's gonna take so long.
He is getting a 3rd gate, however.
Oh, 4 gate. So. Is he going 4 gate? Is he forgetting he has that probe?
I think he probably knows he's got the probe. I think he's just focusing on spending the money back home right now to get units out to not die to any random Marines. Ironically, had he sent some Marines across, I think he actually had like a real opening to just end the game. But
yeah.
Instead, happy to just expand and get his gases. He's actually got his gases in the natural up. first, so he's going to transfer some probes, or some SCVs rather, down there to take those ASAP. And Gref will move down, see the eBay in his natural, and clear that out as well.
Yeah, I'm curious if this is a proxy robo or not, or another gate. Gate pressure, there's going to be 2 bunkers. And Hanmano's managed to get a bunch of gas because he's got the natural, so it works in his favor. Yeah, this is.
I think that the 4 gate is about the only chance, but at the same time, there are 2 bunkers at the front, so realistically, the odds of this panning out, I think, are quite slim. And in fact, this eBay is still here, so he knows that he's not like clearing this out and taking an expansion. Not that I think he probably suspected that was the play, but just a definite confirmation, especially with this SCV on patrol at the 3rd base. He knows there's not any shenanigans going on down there either.
No, Hanmano is a pretty good player at reading a lot of cheeses, but the funny thing is about Gref is like, for a cannon rusher especially, he's like anti-Dark Templar. And honestly, that would have been a good play too. If you cut some stuff out from how Hanmano reacted, he expanded, he was getting greedy. He could have actually sort of had DTs come, still finishing up very shortly, close to now. Nah, not really, but he's gonna have. Yeah, Hanmano's already set up for every Protoss bullshit, pretty much.
Yeah. I think the DTs in this situation would not have been good, just because I think Hanmano obviously knows that if he just defends extremely tightly on 2 bases, he's got this game wrapped up. So really, no reason for him to do anything other than that, I think.
You know, he's meeting Jumi's stamp of approval. He's like, dude, blink after 5-minute delayed cybercore based. True.
I mean, you gotta come up with something. It may as well be Blink Stalkers, right? But yes, I am also not optimistic that this is gonna pull it off, especially with this tank in the background.
Yeah, that's. Well,
oh, he barely gets the bunker, but loses 3 Stalkers in the process.
And Hanmano is trolling, by the way. Did you see he researched high-sec auto tracking? He's going into Neo-Steel bunkers.
Oh, so he canceled high sec because he thought to himself, oh, that's the wrong upgrade. You know what is the right upgrade? Building armor.
And he's also like, you know what's a good unit against Protoss? Ghosts.
That is true. That is in fact true. The Ghost is a good unit against Protoss.
Yeah, he's just flexing his gas bank here, dude. He's like, dude, nobody gave me Beano. I was gassy.
Yeah, the building armor going to be extraordinarily clutch. Extraordinarily clutch for these 2 bunkers at the front. Yeah, the Viking has landed in the main. The tank is positioned with these Blink Stalkers kind of in mind. He's going to maybe try to hallucinate to go into the main base, but
I think he should, and that's like his best play.
Do it. Only chance.
Do it.
Yeah. It's his only chance.
Seems like, what the fuck, a ghost?
Maybe he could get that ghost.
I don't think Gref's ever survived long enough in PVT to know what a ghost is. To be honest with you.
Gref claims, at least to Roddy, that he plays multiple 30-minute games.
I've actually seen it. I'll admit it, I've seen it.
Oof. He does dodge that EMP a little bit, at least, but with 2 tanks that can just sort of leapfrog forward, a couple ghosts, Viking, you're just going to have a tough time contesting anything with Blink Stalkers alone. But unfortunately, there's nothing to follow this up with.
Gref should have taken a ninja base. I mean, it sounds stupid, but like, he can't get pressured on. Why? You can keep enough pressure where in a weird way you can macro.
Oh, the building armor. The building armor. It's too great. Oh, he doesn't have enough to one-shot the tank.
GG, WW.
GG, well won. Hanmano taking the 2-0. Well, Cannon Rusher against Terran is always tough, but especially when your opponent is, a little bit higher MMR than you, so tough one for Gref. Tough one for
definitely. Gref has been eliminated. GG's Gref. Forging, he's like, please give me Gref. Please give me Gref. I don't want to play a Terran. It's really late. He wanted to fight a Cannon Rusher. Right, Forjumi?
Unfortunately, his wish has not been granted.
Burr toss. BYR toss? What does that mean? Beer toss, maybe? Forjumi?
I think he means bye toss, like goodbye toss.
Oh, yeah, it's a typo. The R key is right next to the E. Forjumi is, like, dead tired, I'm sure.
Hanamono saying, I even not said you can host. Interesting. All right. Hopping right into the grand finals here. I think both of these players want to be done with it.
Mm-hmm. Burritos. Cave Pit. What up, chat? Hey, Flappy. Guys, Bully's casting too. Patches is casting. Check out my boy Bully. He's right here with me.
Appreciate that, Dave. Appreciate that.
Best of 5.
Best of 5 in the grand finals of the Patches 6K Open in the top left of Ghost River. It is playing for Elf Fiends for Jumi.
His opponent in the upper right from Hyper 1 in the red. It is Hanmono, our Terran player. And for Jumi, just going for a Pylon Scout. Not a bad idea.
Nope, not a bad idea at all. Especially considering that he knows that he likes to do the cheeky 4 racks in 1 base cheese, so...
Oh, Hanmono's got a lot of... He's not afraid to do it all. Proxy Marauder, Proxy...
Sure.
Anything. I've seen Hanmono do pretty much proxy anything at one point or another. It's more or less more standard these days, but...
Yeah, he's not afraid of those. He's not afraid of those types of builds. That is for sure. Also, just a couple notes about this map. A couple of interesting things. First of all, the rush distance is quite short, and secondly, an interesting feature of this is that the right side of the map and the left side of the left side of the main, almost no dead space at all.
Nope.
You can see that the main base extends literally like to the edge of the map, which is going to mean that. Interestingly, in matchups like Protoss versus Zerg, for example, Oracle Harass is going to be made a little bit more difficult here because you're not going to be able to kind of skirt around the bases as easily.
Oh yeah, and in both cases of PVT, TVP, you have more Prisms and Medivacs, Liberators as well. Everything. That is very, very low dead airspace, as you're saying. And I kind of like, we need, unpopular opinion in some cases, we need shorter rush distance maps, and I'm very happy to see this myself. I am again disappointed in the lack of.
Both.
I mean, this is so close. I could still see a proxy void ray kind of working, but that's like a whole base distance. It looks like. Man, all the maps are map makers.
Wide.
You know what I'm saying? For triangle, I always look from triangle third. That's my assessment of a good PvP or PvT map for Dave. They've nerfed me again, Bully. They've nerfed me again. The Cabal is back at it, even in the map makers.
Listen, I didn't want to say it, but I'm pretty sure that the entire esports scene is propped up entirely by a conspiracy against Dave Testa and nothing else.
Exactly. Joking.
That's right. Jumi gonna go back to the Phoenix style that he preferred to play against Hanmono in game number 1 of their last series, so not too surprising. Hanmono is, instead of Hellions, first getting a Cyclone out, perhaps thinking that Jumi would play Phoenix. And these new Cyclones actually are quite good against Phoenix because of that instant and no cooldown lock-on that they have. So this actually can be a very, very, very good choice for him. Now he is going to see this Shade come in, should block this Scout, and he does. Going to move across the map with that Cyclone and Reapers. And these early Cyclones, if the Protoss is greedy and does not have a battery, can actually get some damage done, but he thinks better of it and turns around. Perhaps he's just trying to catch that Adept sharking around in the middle of the map.
All right, so I don't think it's going to be Phoenix Colossus, sir. I think we're going into Phoenix Charge or something totally different, because we've been seeing some more, at least I've been seeing some different builds, and I'm actually surprised that Jimmy does what I think. I've actually, usually on the Korean server, we'd see Phoenix openers, and you're like, oh, it's Phoenix Charge. It's actually Phoenix Blink Stalker, but for Jimmy, I'm guessing with the third base, that's certainly going to be Phoenix Charge.
Yeah, you would certainly not be getting this Twilight this early if you were going to drop the Robo Bay, and there is the Chrono boosted charge. So exactly as you said, and that's going to also prompt him to take an earlier third base because the Zealots are going to have an easier time defending. But, however, couple of Cyclones, some Marines, and some SCVs are going to be moving out across the map. He's going to get these Phoenix. He gets one instantly for free, which is huge. This is not good for Jimmy. I think there is a real opportunity that Han Mono kills or cancels this third, or chooses to go right into the natural and just get damaged down there. And it looks like that is going to be the play.
I mean, it's possible he holds. He really needed that one Phoenix, as dumb as it sounds.
No, it makes a big
everything.
difference.
It's a huge difference, because you really don't... It's almost kind of sort of could be a build order counter, but at the end of the day, the third Nexus, if it lives and it's a hold, somehow...
It's over.
No, I think this is just it. It's literally a bit of a blind build order counter. And I wouldn't even say a blind build order counter. I think this was pretty well anticipated by Han Mono, and G is called.
I agree. This is a very, very, very good build choice, I think, from Han Mono. He knows that Jimmy likes to play those defensive Stargate builds. And if you let that go on too long, it's just so safe for the Protoss player. So I think that's a very good build choice from him.
And it's not even an all-in. It's just a 1-1-1 opener, and he didn't pull that many SCVs. That was actually a smart move to do. He's like, well, I have the tools. Let's use them.
So that makes
it's 1-1 because of the upper bracket.
Yep, the upper bracket advantage. Yep, so 1-1 as we go to Silver Flame.
Yeah, because Forjumi did win the upper bracket. Han Mono won the lower. I forgot to update it. I'm glad Patches put that in there.
Oh, we got a rehost because it was on the wrong server.
Ah.
Should have been on West. Han Mono is correct.
Yep. Jesus, another grindy day for Dave. We're going into 8 hours again.
Dave just does not stop.
Holy shit.
Also, Diana Daniel, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you being here. Hope you're enjoying the cast.
Guys, check out my boy Bully. Bully. One day I'll learn some Korean. I'm gonna have to hire you for Korean lessons for basic 1 so I can feel a little better. I can maybe I can call Hero up someday and be like, what up, dude?
Hero, probably one of the worst Korean pros to try to talk to. He's very shy, that Hero, but nice guy. I don't want to make it sound like he's standoffish. Very nice, but very, very introverted, I think.
Mm-hmm. Creator be easier, I think. You know, creators.
I agree.
Yeah.
You know, funny little story while we're getting started here in this technically map number 2, but third in map score. I was leaving Atlanta from DreamHack, and I happened to be on the same flight as Creator, Ryung, and Dark, and they were all standing right behind me in line as we're all getting on ready to board, and I can hear them talking. They're talking about the Liquipedia results for the Korean, the ESL Korea Open Cup that were happening that day, and because everyone who was a pro basically was in Atlanta who would normally play, there were only 10 signups for the entire thing, and Coffee went all the way to the finals.
Yeah, I saw that. They were probably like, what?
And Ryung shows the phone to Dark, and he looks at it. He grabs the phone out of his hand. He squints his eyes, and in Korean he just goes, "Fuck." It's just one of those funny moments that happens.
I didn't get to meet Dark because Dark was somebody. Dark is definitely seems a little. He's very personable. You know what I'm saying? I just gathered that. I've done some interviews with Castermatics and stuff, but I can totally picture Dark doing that. Well, unfortunately, I didn't get to meet him.
Funny little thing. Yeah, he seems like a nice guy. I think he's also just a little bit of a nice person to try to meet because he's such an iconic player. He's been around for so long.
Oh yeah, absolute sweetheart of a dude. I actually I've had more drunk conversations on my end. Drunk. I don't think too many of them were drunk in Discord, as is my nature. With Google Translate and whatever the fuck translate they use, I forgot that they were telling me to use something else, and I can't remember what the hell it is.
Oh, probably Naver. Translate Naver is like
Naver,
kind of
yeah.
Korean, Korean Google basically, and yeah, so it works a lot better for English to Korean and vice versa. So
Yeah. So, but I mean, I've had some funny ones. Creator and I brought him up. I haven't talked to him in a bit as much. He hasn't been as many KSLs to my knowledge, or I didn't see him. But man, we had some funny convos. It was more because of the back and forth translating, and then factoring me being drunk. And Creator and I he was cracking up laughing. Oh my god! Before Jimmy the proxy something. Dark Shrine?
yeah,
Robo?
could be. Maybe just gonna keep this here for
Dark Shrine?
Oh, Dark Shrine. Yeah, sure enough. Wow.
Dude, if he really has some testicles, if there's a Robo and then a gate, and I don't think there's room for both, but if he gets a Robo, I'm gonna love it.
He could. And yeah, the DT drop is definitely a build. Although the fact that there's not a Robo already on the way suggests that it's probably not going to be Robo.
No.
Instead, yeah, it is going to be that gateway. The interesting thing to note here is that by the time that these DTs are on the map and heading across, all those spawning pools will actually be dead. So Hanmono will be there. But he is expanding to his pocket half base and not to his natural. So I actually think he's going to be okay. The more problematic thing is going to be the fact that this battery is not done and 2 Cyclones are about to walk up into the main base.
I love the graphic glitches. Are you seeing? I'm getting graphical glitches on the spawning pools. There's like a white rectangle.
Yeah, white rectangle. Yeah. It does that for the for these neutral spawning pools for whatever reason. Yeah.
It's something.
And Hanmono, the window for him to actually get damage with this, I think, is actually closed because this battery is done. But I might be wrong. Oh no, he does not pull the Stalker back fast enough. He's actually going to lose this if he just right-clicks it. Oh, he's going instead to try to get probe damage. And he is going to get a decent amount of probe damage, but with this battery here, it's actually just going to be a matter of time before these Hellions get cleaned up. It's going to run to the natural, however, and get a few winners there. Ooh, big shot. The DTs, however, are walking into the main base, and I don't think Hanmono is going to be paying attention.
Yeah,
no, they get into the main.
All right, Fort Jimmy's kind of, yeah, he had for a moment derp, but oh wait.
Ooh, I don't think he's going to have the damage to be able to kill this DT. Oh, he does kind of surround it with that SCV, though. If he can get 1 DT, he's fine. Oh, and he doesn't. All right, this is not ideal. He needs to
he has another
scan with his natural.
He has another scan. He has 2 scans available and banking on 2 more, actually. I think he could be fine.
Okay, so he does get 1 DT. Lifts the natural CC. So he is still behind on workers, however. That is important to note. Forjumi does have Chrono Boost to try to catch up. He's already still up 10 workers. I think this has got to be overall good for Jumi.
Well, the only thing is he does have that Warp Prism he did manage to do. Just as I said, it's the Proxy Protoss 111. I love it, dude. That is Omega Giga Chad.
That is a gamer move for sure. That is definitely a gamer move.
Did I or did I not call that, Bully? You were like, I don't know, Dave. It's just there. My man Fort Jumi's gonna pull this out of his pocket, and he did. Getting charged, I was a little disappointed that he didn't get charged right away. Now I'm happier because he didn't manage to get a Robo.
Yeah, he's going to try to do some Archon damage here in the natural. Not going to be much of a window for that, I think. So he's just going to poke around and kind of keep an eye. Although if he is not careful, he could lose this Prism. He is going to right-click down these Archons. Oh, and he's actually getting a sick repair off on that tank. So really, really nice defense by Hanmono, actually.
Yeah. Terran battery overcharge existed since Brood War. You know?
It's that goddamn Terran conglomerate holding us down, Dave.
True. The Terran conglomerate.
Yeah, the Prism's gonna kind of continue to just shark around here, try to maybe get some damage in the main, but things are locked up pretty tight here, so I think Jumi just gonna be taking advantage of the fact that he has that third base on the way and just try to move this to the next phase of play.
Yeah, I think he should try to just back the hell out rather than risk the Warp Prism. Wait, he's got to fix his rally point. The Immortal, the Proxy Immortal is doing Protoss things. Rallied over there. Everybody does it from time to time. It's rallied for the Observer.
I'm sure he'll probably realize as this tries to make a beeline up there, but yeah, should obviously correct that, and he does. In fact, does rally at home.
I was gonna say it's what we call in the biz the Scouter Immortal. You know?
I unfortunately know it well.
I was gonna say I have a feeling you know this all too well, Bully, too, huh? It's not just
If there is a dumb thing that you can do as Protoss in this game, I guarantee that I have done it.
Amen, brother. Oh man. Sorry, Macho Man moment, you know?
Hey, you don't have to explain a damn thing to me when it comes to the Macho Man Randy Savage. That kind of thing just comes out. As the man would say himself, the cream will rise to the top.
Yeah, I like the blink follow-up from Floor Jimmy, the choice to go +1 ground armor, even though he has all these Archons. Funnily enough...
the armor's just so good against Bio.
Okay, Hot Mono with the Widow Mine over here, too, is kind of nice. He's just turtling up. He's got a 3rd CC. I don't hate it.
Yeah, I don't necessarily hate it either. I think that he could also he could always just try to take this CC, you know, after eventually slow pushing this army maybe out of his natural with the tanks. But if you're trying to do that while Jumi is getting ready to take a 4th base, you're still going to obviously be playing from behind. So
now, funny thing, Terran loves minerals. I just thought of something. What if you killed the rocks and mined behind this mineral here? That actually, so Terran players, if this map makes it, or made it, little tip, just like Zerg does with stuff. Right, Bully?
Yeah, that is kind of an interesting choice. Oh, he's going to move this mine right as that Prism would have run into it. That is unfortunate. He could have gotten a shot off, and he might still get a shot off.
Wait, what? Oh, the bunker!
The bunker.
That is so unfortunate. That does not happen often.
Oh,
MVP Widow Mine
God.
bunker combo. That is so lucky for fucking Don Mono.
I think he needs to move down. If he sieges this tank, he's going to get some free damage. EMP should go off, and it does. He's going to be able to force this army back.
I can just picture Patches casting this. Can you, Bully? Not to take away from this, but I can picture him going, yo, the skill of Han Mono with that Widow Mine and the execution of the bunker.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that is something else. Just this. Can we just point out that Terran players have the skill to not only burrow a Widow Mine and then not look at it, but the skill to put Marines in a bunker and also not look at it. Just truly incredible.
True.
I'm just memeing, not to take anything away from Han Mono, but we just you know, we gotta do some memeing and dreaming here.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, Pasca is a good point. It's 5 a.m. for Jumi right now. The man is grinding.
Yeah, and he's playing on NA, so ping for both players is gonna obviously affect stuff like that.
Yeah, they're actually on US West, so that's actually. Dude, Jumi's been playing really well. He did great in the OSC stuff. Too. I still have to cast his series, which I got too drunk last night. I was running behind, and we had to rush and troll in chat. That OMG ROFL guy from Roddy's chat got banned from my chat.
Yeah, you can't be wasting your time on those trolls. You gotta just
yeah, caught him.
You gotta just. You know,
what happened is one of my mods was really drunk and unbanned him. So rip.
That will do it. That will do it, unfortunately.
Yep. But it's all good. Just saying that just in case it's my last day on Twitch.
Oh, I think you're gonna be fine, Dave. I don't know if you are aware, but there are worse things going on this platform. So
yeah, that's true.
Don't you worry about it.
You're welcome. Caveman Jack just goes, you're welcome. I unmodded him and then remodded him back. So he was just drunk. Caveman's been my boy for a long time.
I would like to see. Oh, he's patrolling these Vikings.
Whoa, that's gonna be a free Colossus.
Yeah, I think he actually could. I think that's what he's actually waiting for. Oh, he stims, and he's just going to lose 1 Marine, maybe 2 to get a Colossus. That is super worth it. I actually would like to see him, target down this pylon and then go for the Dark Shrine. Really, really nice for Han Mono.
He can even land the Vikings. I mean, like, kill us all. He's not targeting the Dark Shrine. Well,
he's actually coming to save this as well, and he will save it. And, a Dark Shrine still lets you make DTs even if it's unpowered, so... Well, this is,
truthfully, it doesn't matter.
For Jumi.
Jumi's dropped another Dark Shrine, got a Stargate coming.
Yeah, that is true. Backup Backup Dark Shrine in the main base.
Now
This is a Protoss operator at 100% efficiency.
Yeah, that is literally the old school Dave strats, right? Everything about this game so far with that is literally what I was talking about before, except for I would lose the second Dark Shrine and we'd see a Ninja proxy third Dark Shrine. I'm not even joking. That's exactly, I could picture Forjumi being, with these two, anything's possible, you know what I'm saying? These guys are a little bit of spicy mofos.
That's true. This probe coming all the way down there, too, to repower that gateway. Now, he is going to push at this third base. Well, he's got a prism prepared to come into the back. Now, there is a turret that is covering that back door. He's going to lose the observer that was sieged up over this pillar here. And the CC is just going to fly into this dead space in preparation for perhaps eventually taking this fourth base location.
That observer actually got a lot of value, other than staying alive from earlier and the information he got. And took out the Widow Mine. Oh, that is...
Sure, he is going to lose this prism. Stop me if you've heard this one before, but Jumi's losing a prism to Vikings in this series.
We've never seen it happen.
I know. He is going to move out. These Liberators are going to siege up. This is an army which, if not controlled correctly from Jumi, could absolutely lose this fight to the bio. So he does have to be very careful. He does have a big spread here. The EMPs are massive. Need to split against these Disruptors. A decent first split. He blinks in to try to get the Liberators, but these Stalkers, I think, are going to get cleaned up. Hanmono is going to win the fight.
Hanmono is going to handedly take it, and unfortunately, it is really easy to miss micro that. That's going to be the end of the Protoss army right there. Forjumi does still have, it's mostly charge lots, but he did get some high value units.
Yeah, I think the big thing is that he totally resets the robo unit count here. Jumi is still significantly ahead in income here, but that is exactly what needed to happen in order for Hanmono to continue to play this game.
Well, that being said, I completely agree. Forjumi actually got 4 robotics facilities out, and he lost 1 before. That's right. We have a Colossi, and he was building 3 Disruptors at a time.
This guy saw Classic play 1 PVT and just thought, well, son of a bitch, I could do that.
If Classic can do that, I can do that.
That's exactly right. And he is actually getting +1 air weapons in the background.
It's 200 IQ, honestly.
I would think he's probably going to drop, at some point here, a Fleet Beacon and get some Tempests to contest the ranged Liberators.
And I'm about to say a word that I'm going to get flamed for not saying it right, because it was like, you should know.
I already know. I already know, but go ahead.
Catechus, Caduceus, Cuckosaurus Rex Reactor.
It's Caduceus.
Caduceus, yeah, that's right. See, I knew I'd forget what it was. Thank you,
in your defense, it is Greek, and that language was invented before people knew how to pronounce things. So
true.
It's not your fault. Yes, but the Caduceus reactor coming up to aid in the medevac energy regeneration. Super huge late game upgrade. Makes a massive difference in your ability to poke and trade with bio units.
And this is quite late game. Fleet Beacon just now going down, and now those 4 robos, Forjumi may be wishing he had another Stargate, at least. I'm going to try to chisel at these rocks to get some high ground, because there's a lot of Liberators, and he's going to need some Tempest. He's going for the Mothership, though, right away.
Yeah, the Mothership is an interesting choice. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, no, he's3 Disruptors into their death on the right side on these small bridges, and these 3 Marauders are going to take out 3 Disruptors for free. But he's going to just run into the main base with all of his Zealots and trade them against the infrastructure.
Well, that being said, it's only 3 Marauders on the left side. Forjumi blinking back, getting a couple medevacs for free. Cleans up some of the Marauders with the Disruptors. And the Zealots are going to take out a barracks and go ham.
Oh no, and the rest of the army is just left a little bit exposed from Hanmono, and he still has not cleaned up the Zealots. Finally sims some bio into that main base to try to clean it up. But the problem is that we have just lost some production. We have lost some of our high-value Liberators. We were able to get a bunch of those Disruptors in the trade, so that is nice. But I think one thing that has kind of gone overlooked here is the fact that we have +3 weapons on the way for Hanmono, but we do not have armor. He has 1 armor on this bio.
Yeah, that's going to be a bit of an oversight. It happens to everybody, unfortunately. But in PVT, TVP, in his case, that is going to pack a punch from these Protoss units.
For sure. The mothership is out now for the Protoss, who also is getting air armor, interestingly enough, and is not getting any Tempests nor Void Rays. So choosing to just combat this Liberator threat with gateway units.
I think he's tired.
It can be done. Certainly it can be done.
Yeah, I think we're starting to see Forjumi being tired a little bit, though, because it can be. It's making it harder on himself, but because he hasn't dropped any other Stargates, and he can't. He's got the bank. He doesn't have a lot of gas, but he's got a huge bank.
Yeah, and he's doing, not really so bad to control this Liberator count, but eventually you just get to the point where the position is so entrenched that the Tempests can force him to unsiege and resiege the Liberators back. So it's just really such a nice thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this mothership is positioning on the 6 o'clock position for a recall into the natural. There are a few missile turrets here, but those missile turrets cannot possibly out DPS this mothership before the recall is able to get off. So this is going to be potentially very problematic for Hanmono to deal with, especially considering that he is being baited by Forjumi into this position to move his army so far away from that south position.
Yeah, this is going to be huge.
Here comes that mothership right now.
Well, missile turrets are here. Perhaps do some damage, and the recall's not as large, but I think this is going to be pretty potent.
Oh, he does get a huge recall off. This is not a massive army, but big enough to do quite a bit of damage, I'm afraid. The bio is already here, though, and he can recall if he wants to just go home, but he's going to take a lot of damage on the retreat.
Protoss
the mothership
battle
goes
cruisers.
down.
Am I right?
And he's attacking into the third base at the same time, and this actually small bio force is cleaning up a significant amount back home. Disruptors are just firing off to see what is still up that ramp, not finding anything but Liberators. And the bio does clean up at the front. So this little sort of marooned Protoss army in that natural is going to be recalled back home. Not the biggest loss, realistically, from Hanmono, because that base was already totally mined out. He's going to take this as a cue that he needs to go across the map, and he's going to siege up these rocks with the Liberators. Does get that Colossus. And all of the sudden, after that failed recall, Hanmono has the lead.
Well, Forjumi again can recall back. It's mostly Disruptors, and there's so many Liberators. The thing is, DTs are going running amok on the other side of the map, and there's a Warp Prism getting Zealots in the main base. On the other side of that, I was going to say, Hanmono's army supply is just terrifying. He doesn't have much left. He needs to end the game, but Forjumi, I think, is just in too good of a spot.
Yeah, these Disruptors, if they get killed, will make it possible for the bio to wreak havoc there, but there's just no way that Hanmono is going to be able to clean up his natural and the main base, I'm afraid. He needs to babysit this main army so much against the Disruptors that he can't afford to divert too much of its attention back home.
Yeah, behind it was some sick DT micro, but the sick ghost control. Hanmono was paying attention on the push and back at home. Actually, incredible multitasking. I don't know if you caught it, but he EMP'd some DTs and had his Widow Mines kind of placed right outside. So Forjumi just lost a shit ton of DTs behind us.
Yeah, he's going to lose most of his Liberators here, unfortunately, to those Blink Stalkers. He's just kind of having to split a little bit of his army too much to try to get damage here. These Zealots are still just absolutely destroying the main base. And there's a massive Warpin in the main. He's going to have so many charge lots to try to contest this bio.
Yeah, the problem is he's going to need Stalkers at some point. Again, he does have enough. I think the Disruptors are firing beautiful, safe, friendly fire from the Novas as though it's a Diamond League game. Crazy stuff.
There's just not enough for Hanmono because Jumi is able to warp in so many more units. And that is it. He's going to take map number 2 for point number 3 and a 2-1 lead.
Very good game. Very good game.
Very good game. Very back and forth.
Guys,
both players playing extremely fast.
Look at this. 453 APM from our German Protoss playing at after 5 in the morning. 5:30 in the morning. What rank are they? 6 cash?
Yeah. Wow. Really, 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 really fast.
That's crazy. The man is cooking. Is a term that is actually going on. Forjumi is actually just playing out of his mind right here. Good stuff, man. All the Protoss OPs in chat. Armando needs to get on my level 352 his rookie numbers for Terra Yeti stand. Oi, oi, oi.
It's only 2 maps, right? For Jumi and Hanmono? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, wrong map. That's Temple of Atlantis, not Atlantis. And also my cat is destroying my closet, so give me a second here.
And I got a call from, or a text, which I'm shocked, from my buddy's wife at 11:30. Hey Dave, it's Laura. My cat stepped on my keyboard and now the screen is upside down. Can I call you tomorrow, or can you fix it remotely, or maybe I could stop by your house? Crazy stuff. Please let me know. It never ends. Gotta love it. The cat stepped on the keyboard and did the hotkeys for flipping the monitor. Oh, look at your kitty, guys. Boldy's kitty. Hold on, I gotta pull this up so it's gonna be hard for them to see. What a cute cat. You guys gotta see this cat. Look at this kitty. That's my boy Boldy here casting with me.
Right, we have cleansed the scourge of the cat menace. Oh, they started the lobby without me while I was
had your cat
getting my
menace.
cat. All right, we're gonna, if you don't mind, Dave, I'm gonna show your stream on my stream because the lobby started because my cat was absolutely.
Well, I just showed your cat.
decimating me.
I just showed your screen on my screen because you're kitty and you just missed it. Cute cat, man.
All right, we are going to.
All right, we're
get
getting
you
into
up
it
here.
All right, I can Discord screen share it so there's no delay if you want. That might work a little better if you want.
Sure, we can do that.
I'm sorry I didn't hold them up. I didn't realize that.
Nope. That's okay. That's not your fault at all. I should have waited until.
All right, I'm
you
gonna
were,
screen share it and then you can capture the screen. I've done this for Mapu actually a few times for Artosis. All right, here we are. Spawning the bottom right-hand corner of Atlantis. Representing an Elfin in the blue, it is for Jumi. Up a point.
All right, here.
You got it? Or are you getting it on?
Yes, we got it here. I'm just working it with the stream here. 1 second.
Oh yeah, I know
Oh,
it
you
takes
are
a
good.
bit.
Go ahead.
All right. Yeah. Well, yeah, and then we have Hanmono in the upper left. I was gonna let you do it, dude. It's all good. But I know it's a pain, but you can technically get it full screen, and it can work pretty good.
Yep, we are just going to adjust it here.
Yeah, Discord's kind of a pain sometimes. I know it's what it is.
All right.
My
there
Chihuahua.
we go.
I'm reading Ramastica saying his Chihuahua would always hit Windows Shift left right. That's exactly what happened with the cat.
All right, we are all set up now, finally here. So we are good to go. Should be good now.
Alrighty. That is... And it is going to be not a double gas, but Hanmono kind of playing it safer. I'm thinking question mark. No, yeah, he's going. Oh, he's going proxy factory. What am I talking about? It's Hanmono we're talking about here.
Yeah, Hanmono gonna be busting out a little bit of the sneaky cheese. A sneaky cheese gonna be happening here for Hanmono.
Yeah, exactly. All right. I'm wondering if he's going to go. It's going to be a proxy 1-on-1. He didn't go for a second gas. Still could.
Could be.
I think he.
Jimmy is scouting for this also, by the way.
Yeah, it is
He's
in
gonna
path.
find it. He's gonna find it. Almost immediately after this starport goes down too. That's gonna feel very bad.
You know something, Hanmono, truthfully should have not built that second supply depot just yet. I think that's how you sell the story. It sounds dumb, but kind of much like when you proxy Marauders and you still take an expand to hide it. It's the same kind of thing. Oh, Adept's gonna clean up this SCV. No shot.
Yeah, he's just gonna cancel it. There's no way he's ever gonna finish that because the Hellion just cannot stand toe to toe with the Adept, unfortunately.
Yep. Change of plans. It's now going to be 3 racks factory. In a weird way, I kind of wish this was a tech lab now instead of a reactor, because he's already got... He has a Hellion, he has some Marines. He could drop a bunker, but so he can start STEM right away. Because, you know what I'm saying, he kind of got bamboozled by the good scout from Fort Jumi.
Yeah, a little bit. Instead, what the play is going to be is it's going to make a couple of barracks at home. Just try to poke out and get this adept, maybe. That Shade could finish and then get recalled.
Nah, I don't think that's play here for you. I'm just going to chill.
He's going to lose the adept and try to get this Hellion. Not going to get it. Going to lose it. That's not a huge loss, though.
No, not at all. That's fine. He's I think the big thing was that he already scouted it. Truthfully, he could have started a starport. I don't know. He could have started a starport too, alternatively, and then he would have had medevac out. And he's going to go Widow Mines. Why did he build 3 racks, 2 factory? Okay, I was not expecting this bully. What a lad.
Yeah, I think we might just see him try to do some kind of 2-base all-in push with tanks, Marines, and end the game like he attempted to do in their previous series. That's at least my thought process.
Fort Jumi's going charge lots. I don't hate the charge, in a way, but the Widow Mines are going to be the caveat here. But Fort Jumi, if he was paying attention, funnily enough, the Widow Mine didn't activate just because of the range of the pathing. That was actually a little unlucky for Hanmano, but in a way, kind of unlucky for Fort Jumi if he wasn't paying attention. Because if he lost that probe, he'd know.
These Hellions going to get that probe, or at least they should, and then escape. Yeah, and they do. The Prism is going to be a big determining factor on how the rest of this game goes. If he is able to get some decent damage here, this is going to be really bad for the strength of a 2-base push. And in fact, he's committing to 8 Zealots into the main.
I think this is going to be huge for Fort Jumi. I'm calling it now. Hanmano has decent defense, but it's all... I'm not 100% sure. I think it's going to be...
He's actually waiting for another Warpin, it looks like, as well.
Yeah, this is like...
Yeah, there it is.
This is going to be brutal. There's no stem. There's no Widow Mines right here. If there were Widow Mines here, I'd say maybe.
Yeah, but that tank gets taken out really quickly. We do have a tank in the back that's going to help clean up these Zealots. He's going to try to repair the tech lab that is making stim, and he does, in fact, repair that tech lab making stim. Honestly, for as bad as it looked, a perfectly fine defense from Hanmano.
Yeah, that was pretty good. A little bit of miss micro, too, from Fort Jumi. Funnily enough, there was a move command in there from the Zealots. The SCVs actually trapped the Zealot before it was attacking them. So that went about as good as Hanmano could have hoped.
Yeah, he really limited the surface area on top of that tech lab and made the repair possible, so that was actually quite nice for him to be able to save stim.
Oh, for sure. Stem
Third
combat
base.
shields and +1 is not too bad. But yeah.
Yeah, I think he's kind of getting all the basic pieces that he needs, right? And the third base is going up for Jumi at a later time than normal, but this has certainly not been a normal game so far. So
No.
Hanmano respecting the Prism with the Marines staying in the main base, and Storm is being chronoed for Jumi.
Yeah, I like it. He's going into armor, getting the Storm. Storm is a good call. I am a big fan of this. Isn't going to have Blink yet, though, and it's going to be a little bit... Oh, wow. Probes actually killing the Hellion.
Yeah, just committing those in to try to see what he can see. These Widow Mines going to be a little bit annoying, but shouldn't really get any significant damage done at all. Just going to sacrifice a few probes to get
Oh, my God, but here's another one.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit annoying. Going to get one more probe, I think, but not much else. But this is the push that matters here.
Oh, the Storm's not done.
Yeah, Storm is not done. If we go now, we actually genuinely have a window. Storm is going to finish in time for this attack, though. By the time he moves in, Storm will be finished, and I do not like the odds for Hanmano here.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, Zealot's even behind this, getting tons of work done behind this. This is the end of the line for Hanmano. He's got to get something done because he's fully committed.
Yeah, and Jumi was just waiting, knowing that this two-base push was coming. Storms on the tanks, not ideal, but perhaps good enough just to ensure that that tank does get taken out. Another tank is going to be joining up here as we can get a kill on this third base. But there's just nothing back home. The Zealots are wreaking havoc on Hanmono. Only one storm remains, but that one storm might be good enough.
Yeah, all the SCVs practically cleaned up. Yeah, with Big Daddy Immortals and Archon, 2 Immortals actually. I think Forjumi's just fine. Even losing the 3rd, it does not matter.
He does get on top of this Archon. He does have a small window here, but the problem is going to be that if he is able to defend even at all, he will be able to win this game. Charge lots are going to need to be warped in the main, and we're going to have to be careful about preserving them. But actually, I think Jumi just might be going all in across the map, and in fact, he is, as he's warping in Hanmono's main base instead of in an attempt to save his own.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that was the play. He can recall, though. Forjumi, I wouldn't hate with a recall, because he warped in High Templar, too. If he can clean up the tie ground here. That's his shot, but I think this got a little sloppy. Forjumi's getting tired. He killed the command centers. Well, no, actually, the other one is still alive. He's no stalkers. No probes out of the map.
I think he's gonna consolidate the army now and try to recall.
I was just saying he doesn't have probes on the map. He actually does. Every unit Forjumi gets back here is gonna help him in a base trade, but he doesn't have money for a Nexus.
I think it's too late to recall now. He can't get the recall off, and still, so he's gonna commit with the army that he's got. He's gonna lose all of his infrastructure. That one probe that is out on the map is potentially the only opportunity that Jumi is going to have to turn this into a win.
Jesus Christ, it's Jesus Christ. This is,
woof.
Mistakes were made. Forjumi, if he had the Nexus...
Jumi does not have enough minerals to make any building.
Oh, what? Jumi!
Oh, no.
Oh, he has a warp prism. He has 3 sentries.
I think the game is over.
In a land where Forjumi lands the perfect storm drops. Hallucinated Archons. Let's go. Archons
are going to take so much damage, though, and they're actually going to bunch up those Zealots, too.
Oh!
He gets the storm off.
What is this game? What is this game? A Widow Mine's here.
It's a draw.
It's a draw?
It's a draw.
This is a draw.
He doesn't have the ability.
Do we get another game?
If he finds the dead space. No, he does still need to find dead space.
Yeah, the sentry should be attacking this is going to be a draw because buildings can float. Hanmono's going to lift up this everything. Factory. Yep. It's only the factory that can lift too.
There's also the factory that is just south of where we're looking now that is flying away. Oh my God!
Hanmono,
it is going to be a draw.
Hanmono, don't throw. You just need to lift this and go. Oh, the dead airspace. Yeah, that's a hard thing. This map is.
But it's only sentries, so he doesn't even have the ability to hit some of the dead space where stalkers could hit. Thinking, says Hanmono.
It is Hanmono.
Thinking.
Draw. It is a draw. GT, it's a draw. Let's go. What a night of Starcraft.
Oh my goodness. I cannot believe it.
I can't believe it.
Believe it.
Oh, these guys, that is a bit of a throw for Forjumicus Maximus, but this is sick.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, so based. So true, Dave. So true.
Oh, it's Omega based. Pilly would say this is Omega based. Aaron's like, let's go. This is fucking gaming right here. Thanks for keeping me on track. You notice I've had a few beers, but I think I've been on point with you, Bully, tonight. Thanks for casting with me, guys. Make sure you're following Bully. Chat, congrats on Grandmaster. There you are.
What
my man Chaticus.
Bonkers set of circumstances in that one. Good God.
Oh, yeah.
Woof, the draw. Pteranoctus in the chat saying this is chaos, and I am inclined to agree.
Zeus level lightning, true.
Inclined to agree.
Oh, man.
Woof.
So it's still 2-1.
Yeah, still 2-1 in this series in the best of 5.
You want to do the introduction, sir?
All right, in the top left, playing for Team Elfins, it is the blue Protoss player, Jumi.
And his opponent at the bottom right in the red from Hyper 1. Give it up for Hanmono. Man, this is a banger. Banger after banger after banger. We've had spicy games.
We are even in the same spawn positions here as well, interestingly enough.
Yeah, yeah. And this is
Interesting to see what Hanmano makes of this regame.
yeah, same thing for Jumi. It's not impossible for him to do something cheeky as well. He did a couple games. The proxy Protoss 111 after DTs, going into DTs, into Archon drops, into proxy Colossus.
And interestingly, Hanmano is going to go for a double gas full wall build.
And 12 MBS says, watch, we have another draw. Rolling on the floor laughing. That would be something. Imagine if we got another draw.
I don't think that I have ever seen 2 draws in a series in any context ever.
No, that would be
wild.
That'd be
That
unprecedented.
would be wild.
That would literally be unprecedented.
Yeah, certainly something that I've never seen before, and I would be hard pressed to think of anyone who has. But
I could
I
with
guess
these
not
guys.
impossible.
Yeah, that one.
But this is the matchup that produces the most draws.
Now, if that game was a ladder game, I could totally have seen Hanmano seemed like he felt a little defeated. He didn't even raise that factory in a weird way. Because Forjumi was the one that brought the draw to his attention, and he's the one that's more tired.
I think Jumi knew as soon as he got himself into that position that he was forcing a draw, and I think he was frustrated when I think he realized that probe was on the map but did not have enough money for a building. It was in the back of his head.
Yeah, Al's only in chat, thought only TVT can. No, I've had probably half a dozen draws in PVT myself.
Well, yeah, and the thing about TVT that produces fewer draws is that it's much more common to have something like a Viking on the field than something like a a TVZ, for example, or a TVZ where like they would have a Mutalisk or a Corruptor, right? That's not very common, not as common at least.
And Protoss, you need one of 4 things basically. You need a Phoenix, a Void Ray, a Tempest, or a Carrier, and
yep,
that's basically it.
And this map, if you look in the top right or the bottom left, there is dead space that stalkers can't hit. So
yeah,
it's certainly very possible to force a draw as Terran here.
Yo, this map's kind of cool. Hold on. Do you see this ramp right here? You can mine this out, and there's rocks. Is that actually... whoa.
Yeah, so you
that
can mine
really
that out if you
cool.
prefer, or you can destroy the rocks, or both, obviously. But the last time that I played in a Patches 6K, this map, a version of this was also in the Patches 6K Open number 2. And yeah, I did make use of it, actually, to take my 3rd base. So it is a little bit interesting.
Nice,
As
nice.
this Hellion and these Reapers get in, they're going to get a little bit of damage here, actually. And the Hellion is able to get a few shots off before it is taken down by the Adepts. So nice little bit of damage, but the Phoenix is probably going to pick up this healthy Reaper. Yep, and indeed it does. Going to get maybe 1 or 2 more probes at the most. Looks like 1 and run away. So at the end of the day, trading a Hellion and 3 Reapers for 5 probes and an Adept that did go down as well earlier. So even-ish trades, but I would consider that a good defense for Jimmy.
Yeah, these Phoenixes now are just going to be scouts, essentially. There's no energy on them. But still scouting is good.
Yeah, good to see that the barracks were added on, that the factory with the tech lab is going, that we've got the starport, sort of all of the normal stuff that you would think you should be seeing. Quite a fast Liberator, though, from Hanmano.
Yeah, I think the man is going for another kind of Hanmano push.
I think so, too. You would assume, as Jumi, that if this was standard, that's going to be a medevac, so that wouldn't raise a lot of alarm bells here, but this will. When you see a tank moving across with Vikings, it's going to try to get some poking done at that Viking as well. Yeah, I think this is going to be the we're about to decide the game push here, one way or the other. Some SCVs coming as well to repair this Viking and try to keep it healthy for this engagement. It's going to be really important to try to prevent these Phoenix from lifting and disabling the tanks. So he's doing a good job of babysitting that. Another battery and a backup pylon going on at the natural.
And Big Daddy
We're
Immortal
about to see
coming.
if he can hold this.
Yeah. I really like the Immortal right here. That's going to be huge. For Jimmy again with the forward-facing batteries, which sometimes don't work In some cases, in this one, I think he could have been a little. It sounds crazy. He could have been a little aggressive there, but I don't know. Was it a Reaper right there? I didn't see what it was. The Hellion, maybe.
Jumi forced to kill a couple SCVs to unsupply block himself for this Immortal, but he's going to lift these tanks, but he's going to lose the majority of his anti-air here and not get the Liberator. That is a huge, huge problem in this push for Jumi right now. He overcharges, but instantly loses the battery. Oh no, the tanks are wreaking havoc.
GG.
It's over.
We got a game 5.
To game number 5. I would normally say that this is technically only game number 4 because Jumi started with an advantage, but thanks to the draw, this is a real honest-to-God game 5.
Yeah. Crazy. In a upper bracket map at point, we actually still get a game 5. So in theory, it's game 6, is Aaron and X saying.
That is right. All right. It's insane, actually, how good this map pool for Terran is.
Or am I so sane that you just blew your
I
mind?
have said a
Probes,
similar
just
thing
subscribe.
in a couple of Discord channels when discussing these maps from the TLM.
Am I? Or am
I
I
also
so
have the
sane
opinion that
that
they
you
appear
just
to be
blew your mind?
Flapjack, thanks for the 5
Teammate
gifted
just
subs. I had to mute
subscribed.
myself here for Bully. Thank you so much, sir.
Am I?
What a
Or am I
legend.
so sane
Bully,
that you just
thank you,
blew
sorry
your
about that.
mind?
Had some chat
Mike
stuff to
Morpheus
address.
just subscribed.
Not a problem. A problem.
Am I? Or am I so sane that you just blew
right.
your mind?
Nish_SC2 just subscribed.
Amphion is going to be
Am
where
I?
we decide
Or am I
it
so
all.
sane that you just blew your mind?
Thing on the thing just subscribed.
Big thank you to Mr. Flip a Flapjack again. He is one of my broskies here. Make sure you give him a follow. I don't know if you know Flapjack, Bully.
Yeah. Yeah, I know Flapjack for sure.
He's another one who was missed in Atlanta this year. He was my amigo
good
in
event.
the room last year. He put me up, in fact. Fellow Protoss compadre, you know?
Gotta stick together. We're a dying breed on the pro level, not in the ladder. That's for sure.
Yep. Exactly. And it's match point regardless, Bully, unless we get a draw again.
Don't say never, Dave. In the bottom side of the map, the bottom left, in fact, we'll call it. Playing for Team Elfins in the ace match, it is for Jumi.
And in the upper left, funnily enough, on this Amphion map, the red from a Hyper 1, it is Han Mono. You know, I had a weird desire to almost DMCA myself for a YouTube VOD and rickroll everybody when you were saying never give up. I was gonna say never gonna give you up. And we're talking about that draw.
You can always just rickroll everyone and then delete the VOD, which is a valuable sacrifice to make for a bit, Dave. And if you know me, I always commit to the bit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, hey. And it happens, you know. It happens. I'm going to have to grab another brewski in here. Boldy, would you mind hard carrying? Guys, make sure you give Mr. Bowl
Got it.
a follow. Reno, too. Flapjack, I'll give you a proper shout-out after, too. He's coming in too nice here earlier. Sorry, Bully. I just was saying. Didn't want to be rude. I muted myself. Tried to mute myself.
No, you are just fine, Dave. Don't worry.
All
right. Looks like no scout actually from Jumi so far in this series. So he's playing a little blind, which against Han Mono of all players is a bold choice to be making. But he's getting the Nexus before the Cyber, like he has been apt to do in this series before. But luckily for him, it's going to be extremely standard as an opener for Han Mono. Now he is going to get this reactor after a Marine first opener, so no Reaper. Going to be heading across the map, is going to finish that wall in at the top, drop a mule, and just probably look to drop his factory in just a second here as well when he hits that 100 gas and 150 minerals. On the other side, Adept coming out, being chronoed for Jumi, and dropping the Stargate, sticking with that Phoenix play that has been his preferred style this entire time so far. And the factory going down as a couple Marines are popping out of that barracks with a reactor on it. Adept going to be sent across the map. sending it to a location that it cannot actually get through, but just positioning for a Reaper. Now, there is no Reaper, in fact. We know that. Jumi is probably surmising that as we speak, as the shade travels across the map. And Marines are just going to pop out and position at the top of the natural ramp in anticipation of any kind of scout coming into the main as well. A couple more racks being added on the backside for Hanmano, so certainly a normal opener as the factory swaps to the reactor as well. Now, the SCV is mining out this little mineral wall to the southwest, suggesting that there maybe is a desire for a fast third base, which is safer on this map than most, considering that once you get to this third base, there are rocks, and then to the south, the opposing side's mineral wall as well. So there is a world where you can take a fast third, but it looks like what Hanmono has in mind is actually the exact opposite. He's going to try to mine out his opponent's mineral line, but the Phoenix is going to scout these Marines moving across the map as well as the Hellion. So this is actually going to be scouted almost immediately from Jumi, who's going to see these SCVs attempting to mine out these minerals. Oh no, he's going to get this SCV. He's not going to be able to mine out these minerals in time. And the Phoenix are going to get the pull on that Hellion. Oh, this is a disaster for Hanmano.
That it is, Bully. Look what I missed. Forgot. I didn't even put my beer in the fridge before when it came. So I had to do that. What a game. I actually, you know, Jimmy made a comment on the Terran favored maps in the Patches tournament. Nobody's surprised. But at the end of the day, these are some really cool games and really cool maps. It's definitely leading to fun tournament games to watch.
Yeah, for sure. The Phoenix are going to come in, pick up a free SCV here as well. This has got to feel so bad for Hanmano to have this kind of specific plan for this map fall apart. Now, he's not completely and totally out of this. He is still kind of powering up on that 2-base macro to get what could be a very scary army. Jumi also is a little bit supply blocked here, and so this Immortal is going to be a little bit later than it probably should be.
Well, the man's got to be tired as shit now.
I'm sure he's just dead.
It's
tired,
7 in the morning, and he was going skiing. His mother got in an accident and broke her hand. And then
what is with Jumi's family? They just cannot keep their hands from being broken.
Yeah, like he had broken arm or hand or something himself not long ago. Well, it seems like not long ago, but last summer or something. But the guy was out. So basically, he was in the hospital after that was with his mother, or before this. You know what I mean? Now it's 7 in the morning for the kid. Jesus.
Yeah, the sun is coming up, and we are being 2-base pushed on a map that we've never played before. If this isn't pain, I don't know what is. He's going to try to mine this out, but there's just too much. He's never going to be able to mine this out.
No.
Oh, no. He's going to have to try to force it away with the tanks, but this is taking so much longer than he wants it to.
Yeah, Hanmano should have played a more conventional game on this map. For Terran, I think this would be a good map to do that. But he's so used to doing...
He is on the other side now, but the Colossus is out. He's never going to get this bunker up.
No shot. No shot.
The Phoenix are going across the map, so there maybe is a tiny, tiny world where these tanks are allowed to siege up and we can take an okay fight. But I don't know. I'm not convinced, to be honest with you.
Oh, wait, for Jumi. He's letting him.
Oh, no. He's losing a tank, and Hanmono is just going to go home. Oh, this feels so bad for the Terran player.
Dude, he's like the dog hanging his head, like knowing he did something he's not supposed to, and he can't get his treats.
Well, he nearly loses that Phoenix. One more Marine shot would have taken it out, but it does survive just barely.
Hanmano a little indecisive. I would have liked to seen Jimmy get this Twilight a while before, because I know Colossi are good and all. But when you factor in tanks, Hanmano doing Hanmano things, building eBays and bunkers. Ay.
Yeah, this is not ideal. And he's losing another tank on the other side of the map. He's going to try to get the repair off. And he will just barely save this with a repair, actually.
Well, was it worth it's the question. He's losing lost mining time. Yeah, that cost him a lot of resources. That was like a cost of a tank to repair the tank, at least.
Yeah, it does not feel great. He's having a tough time trying to get these tanks. And actually, these tanks are blocking him from advancing forward. So he's actually going to have to...
Or Jimmy's
he's gonna
forgetting
have to try to
charge.
mine out even more.
Forget anything else. For Jimmy should be investing in charge. He got the Twilight. Charge would be huge.
Charge or blink, either way. He's gonna
I
destroy
don't think
these
blink.
rocks.
'Cause think about it. He's got the Robo. He can build a Warp Prism if nothing else. But he already can get out from the other side. He can just go in from the back and basically defend in the front and go with charge lots in the back.
Jumi sees this army moving around and positioning alternatively on what will be a third base location, so he's going to move his army as well.
Oh, he's a
gonna
shield
catch
battery.
these tanks. No, he's not positioned to save the tanks, but he does get quite a few of the Phoenix. One tank survives and another is in the back. Disruptor shot comes out. The split is incredible from Han Mono, so he does dodge, but we've lost 11 workers.
Yeah, a bit of a whiff from Jumi, and actually, truly, that was a pretty sick split from Han Mono, but I don't know what we're gonna make of this now, because Han Mono technically could have macroed behind this still, is what's fucked up about this game. If you really think about it, look at his worker count. Even with every worker he's lost and how many were across the map, it's kind of nuts.
Yeah, this is not ideal here. Certainly, he's unsieged here. We're gonna try to fight with this bio army, but it just is not very strong against this many Colossus, this many disruptors.
Yeah, sentries.
I think this is gonna be it.
Yeah, and charge is finished. Yeah, or is going to finish here rather in just a moment. Yeah, exactly. He didn't even make a transition into anything else with the starport behind this. That the least I'm reading chat. That actually is something he definitely could have done. He's just now going into Vikings, but if he had medevacs, it'd be maybe a different story. Vikings is something else that could have helped.
Yeah, this is just not the position that you want to be in.
Oh my God, the friendly fire from the tank even killing the SCBs.
Oof, it's just not what you want as Han Mono. He's even getting a bunch of the bio cut off by this army in the middle of the map as Jumi is feeling confident enough to run across and do what he can. He's going to lose a couple of Phoenix these Marines, but it just doesn't matter. The Phoenix is the least important part of this equation at this point. These laser giraffes are just going to decimate the bio, and the disruptors will clean up what is left. He stims. He tries to fight. He does an okay split, but it's just never going to be enough. The game is over, and Jumi is the champion. Han Mono, the winner of the Patches Open number 2, will instead settle for silver.
Big congrats to 4 Jumi.
Yeah, congrats to Jumi. Made it worthwhile, I guess, for staying up this late. Probably not the most money he's ever made in his life, but
yeah,
a little bit to soothe the pain of this lost sleep.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And this went on a little longer than I thought it would, to say the least. I'm not surprised in a way, but good stuff. Great series, great tournament.
Yeah, I agree. It's always fun playing in this and casting it. Dave, I really appreciate you letting me jump in the co-pilot seat here as well and do a little co-cast. I appreciate that. Hope you had a good time as well.
You too, man. And dude, you have a fantastic evening. It's good seeing you again, guys. This is Bully.
We're gonna shout out Dave in the chat here as well. I'm sure everybody knows Dave, but just in case you don't, definitely give Dave a follow as well. Casts just about as much community StarCraft as anybody on this planet, so definitely a good resource for you if you're just looking to find some StarCraft tournaments that maybe aren't, the DreamHack Atlanta Finals, but still lots of money on a lot of the tournaments that Dave's casting, and a lot of very good players as we're seeing here as well.
Oh, for sure. Thank you, Bully, as well. Great job, my friend. Chat was enjoying you too. Hopefully you'll go over more of Bully.
I appreciate it, Dave. Thank you. You have a good rest of the night. We'll catch you next time. I'm sure I'll see you around very shortly.
Yeah, brother. Sounds good.
All right. Thanks, Dave. Have a
GGs.
good night.
You too. Bye-bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen. That be it. I'm tired. I had a couple ladder games, which were not so good. We did a diamond tournament. Just kind of scuffed because we were using that Mobius, but that's a developing app. Big thank you guys for everything. Yes, I can end the stream. Abel Bacon. I have to end the stream. Unfortunately, for those that would want me to stay on, I think I am going to. I streamed yesterday and we casted too, if you remember. Similarly, it was a 9-hour stream yesterday too. So that's literally over 18 hours. Last weekend, I did 24 hours in a couple days. I reckon it's about time to wrap things up here. This old man made a clean 9.5 hours. I don't think so. I think you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. Thank you guys for hanging out. It's not too late to smash that follow button. Big thank you for Bully for the cast. Flapjack for the 5 gifted subs. And I'm going to go back and see if they're still there that I can read them. What do we got? To our Shimmy, Probe Sweat, Nish, Mike Morvis, Thing on Thing. Thank you, Flapjack. Let's see here. Boris Nesbrick for the 28 months and a 26-month resub. That's pretty based. Dote Defense for not only winning a tournament, giving me more than he won probably in the tournament from the Diamond Tournament for 5 gifted subs. Key for the raid. Aaroneck for the raid. Audacious Orion. Crip HS. Thank you for the follows. Team Gosu for the raid. Devoid for the raid. And Mr. Vet. Also, earlier on, Leo the Dallas. I mean, I might play if we get some subs in chat. I might play a cheeky ladder game or two if we get subs in chat. I wanted to watch a movie tonight, but I don't think that's happened. I'm going to check. I'm going to see. Both tournaments were crazy fun. Yeah, we had a diamond tournament before. Seeing what's going on. If Patches is going to be laddering after, I might be having to do a little raid to Mr. Patches, because he did put this on for us. $125 tournament. Someone text Roddy to get in here. Roddy's not going to get in here. It's probably, it might be getting up. Day full of good games. True. Looks like Mr. Bully is done for the night. I was going to see what Patches is up to, because he was nice enough to ask me. And I do like some good casting, some good StarCraft. I do feel bad about last night with the scuffed endings. Heavenly vibes, love to see it. Dave's not here, man. Guys, thank you all for hanging out. Chaticus, congrats again on your Grandmasters. My man Chat finally got GM. It's so fucking sick. Probably the coolest Zerg player of all time, Mr. Chaticus. I'm seeing what's going on. What do you guys think? Maybe I'll play. I think I should also apologize for last night. Yeti, we got some time for the thing I messaged you. I was about to, okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it, guys. I don't know what Patches' plans are. He's going away for 10 minutes after the tournament. We're going to raid a guy that's away for 10 minutes. Jesus, Murphy. But I'm going to call it. That is kind of silly what he did put on the tournament. Weak sauce, Patches. Weak sauce. The man's streaming for only 4 hours and 20 minutes. All right, Yeti, give me a second. I'm going to play one game because Patches is gone. One game. You guys get one game out of me. One hacking game. And that be that. All right, let me get my camera on here again. That's all you get. One Ladderino game. Yeah, imagine it. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Knowing my luck, it's going to be a 45-minute fucking PVZ. Oh, I still have game music going too. Are we going to queue anybody? It's kind of late. I mean, I usually get some people, but... Rico, dude, fuck that. Because that game's gonna be over quick.
Do not underestimate the power of the Dark Shrine.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a Terran. Yeah, after those crazy games, we gotta get a Terran. It's gotta be. Come on, give me a Terran. Give me a Terran. Give me a Terran. Give me a Terran. Good, good. Ah, it's a Zerg. This could be fast. This could be painful. Either way, it's probably gonna be painful. Are we cheesing or not?
Good. Good. Let the hate flow through the name of you.
No cheese, kill him straight up. Don't Defense has inspired me to try to go DTs because I've been going against it. I've been going Stargate openers lately, but I think we'll see what he's doing though. It's not a cheese, it's just a DT Archon. Well, DT something, you never know with me. We never know with my opponents either. I pit E, god damn it. My hand just slipped. I think we might have to change our plan a little.
Your workers must
Fucking, my probe didn't build. Is it gas first? I would have normally got a Nexus here.
my light for ire. Honor guides me. My meditation is over. You have too few minerals. Insufficient energy.
Oh, I'm supply blocked? I must be tired.
Gather more minerals. You have insufficient supply.
Is this a proxy hatch? Like, what the fuck? No, I don't know what this is.
The enemy is attacking your probes.
Wait, did I see roaches? I think I did. And now I don't have money for a Stargate.
Not enough. Pay attention. You need more Vespine.
I thought it might be a...
I am here in the shadow.
You have too few minerals. Gather more minerals first.
So much for a Stargate or anything. I don't even have a warp gate coming.
Too few minerals. Your workers must gather more minerals.
I am here in the shadows.
Still don't have warp gate.
I am here in the shadow.
Your workers must gather more minerals. Gather more minerals first.
This is really dumb on my part.
I am the voice.
Gather more minerals first.
God, we're fucked.
You have too few minerals.
I had to save some energy too, because everything's bunched up too. Alright, maybe you get 2 games if Yeti's cool with it, because I had some plans. Yeti, are you cool for 2 games? 'Cause I think this one would deserve a 2. I'm a little confused what's going on. I'm not gonna lie. I know.
Your workers must gather more minerals. Insufficient. You have too few minerals.
State
Command me.
we are.
My meditation is over.
It's gonna be like Swarm. Oh.
You have left your probes undefended.
Am I? Or am I so sane that you just blew your mind?
Kaitosk2 just subscribed.
Yo, Flood Advisor, thanks for giving us sub to Kaito. And Kaito, thanks for casting your first English cast with Dave Areno earlier. I kind of figured this would what it be, and I kind of let him get in my head.
Channel the light divided. Your workers must gather more minerals.
I am the heart of darkness.
This vessel.
You seek God.
You must place that. You have too few minerals.
How can I aid you? Our window is short.
Phase crystal.
Oh, of course he's gonna have everything in the planet because he's Zerg. This guy had nothing and now has everything.
See. Dimensional strings attuned.
This is bullshit, man. What a dumbass race. Fuck Zerg, man. I thought I held that okay. Like, I don't understand it's not. I'm fucked. This is bullshit. What in the name of Zerg bullshit?
An errant.
Imagine Zerg.
Obviously, I made some mistakes, but I really am shocked that he's got that far that quick.
Workers must gather more minerals. You have too few. Gather more minerals first. You have too few minerals. Your workers must gather more minerals. Insufficient energy. Gather. Your nexus point is under assault. Insufficient energy. My life for hire.
Yeah, we're gonna have to play another one. This is bullshit.
Research complete. Your workers must gather more minerals.
Let us begin.
You have too few minerals. I like the song. You require more Vespine gas. Not enough energy. Gather. Oh, did you think you could work better? There are no minerals left to mine from that field. Not enough energy. Oh, did you think you could work better? Insufficient. I like what Your research has concluded. Not enough energy. I like what Finally.
Oh, fuck. Fucking Zerg, dude.
Zerg.
All right, let's do it. One more. One more. We're not ending like that. But probably will because we're going to end up with the same shit. What a stupid ass race, dude. Only Zerg. You can sit there on a hatchery for a fucking year and a half. Like, one hatchery. One hatchery. I'd love to look back on that, but we don't have I made a couple big mistakes, but still. Does anybody want to do a watch party? With Yeti and I, we're going to watch Blazing Saddles in the Kirktown Discord if anybody wants to. Anybody down after this? Blazing Saddles. That's right, the Mel Brooks movie. Wait, what race is it? Protoss? Oh, fuck PvP.
You have too few minerals.
We're doing it right after this game. Anybody that wants to watch it. No, Tuvok's not in it. I was wrong. You were right. It was Spaceballs. I was really tired and drunk, man. I was reading chat and that. You're down, Kaido? Nice. Anybody's welcome as long as you're not being douchebags in chat. Kaido will be fine, I'm sure. Fucking Abel Bacon.
Your workers must gather more minerals.
I was a misspeak and read when I'm fucking drunk, dude. Hell yeah, you love Blazing... Dude, it's a great movie. It's on Netflix now. Oh, he's like, dude, it's finally... They actually didn't have... History of the World's one they didn't have, in the US for some reason. That's fucking another...
Your workers must gather more minerals. Gather more minerals first. Insufficient energy. You have too few minerals. Your enemy strikes at a pylon.
I am here in the shadows. Very well.
Your enemy strikes at a pylon.
State thy bidding. I am the voice of the eclipse.
Your enemy strikes at a pylon.
I am here in the shadows. You require my skills. I state that. Let our enemy know our fury. I am the heart.
Research complete.
You require my skills. State that. We go. I am the
Gather more minerals first. Your workers must gather more minerals.
I am here in the shadows.
Gather more minerals first.
I am here.
Okay, another dumbass loss. We just lost this game. Why did I build that there?
You have left your probes undefended. Your enemy strikes at a pylon.
Of course, I would die to DTs. The other option instead of Stargate. I misclicked. Jesus Christ. Fuck you, dude. Fuck yourself. With a fucking ghost pepper. Right in the fucking ear. Son of a bitch.
Your enemy strikes at a pylon.
Go play fucking League of Virgins. League of Terran. Oof. Back to 4.6. Way to rub it in, Finesse. Congrats. But still, we're back to Diamond 2. We're going to be in Kirktown watching Blazing Saddles. Fucking piece of shit. Laddering it this time is always dumb. And I always have thinking I should get a robo because I'm like, I don't see any oracles. All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out. Hold on, let me see what's going on here. All right, it looks like Patches is back. He's playing Zerg. Guys, have a good one. I'm going to raid Patches because he was nice enough to put on that tournament. He's my boy. Guys, anybody wanted to join us in Kirktown to watch a movie? All right, guys, have a good night. Again, it's been good. It's been fun. It's been really fucking fun until I smashed that ladder button and got cheese 2 times in a row. Reza, get into Discord. We're watching Blazing Saddles. I'm done streaming, but we're going to be watching it. Aaron, if you're up, cop in there if you want to. Blazing Saddles. No, we're going to watch Blazing Saddles in Discord, Reza. I've been streaming for 9.5 hours. I'm definitely done streaming. Reza, we're definitely going to laugh, dude. You should definitely do it. Discord, we're going to screen share it or something. All right, peace out, amigos. Amigas. It's been fun.